Shall I do?
Hanji, Hanji.
Okay. பதினருவர் பொன்வண்ணர் பச்சை இருவர் மதிவண்ணர் மற்றோர் இருவர் கதியடைந்த செம்மை நிறத்தோர் இருவர் சேர்ந்த முகிலிருவர் எம்மைக்கும் தெய்வமா எம்மைக்கும் தெய்வமாம் எமக்கு. This is talks about the 24 Tirthankaras. There are 5 colors. 16 Tirthankara are golden colors. Shall I continue, Sheetal, or somebody is going to start?
नहीं और कुछ नहीं बता रहा हूँ. चलो ठीक.
Hello, ma'am. Priya, ma'am.
I'm here. Just now I joined. Bolo. Okay. I didn't hear what you people said.
Yes, Mangalacharya.
No, ma'am, we finished prayer. Shashikala ma'am did the prayers.
Okay, chalo. First, give me the order in which you all want to come.
Ma'am, first is Shrenik Rajan. If he is available, next is myself, ma'am, because I have to.
Yeah, I'm available.
Ma'am, I will do after Sheetal, ma'am. After Sheetal, I will do.
Wait. At 12 o'clock, Reshma will join. So whenever she has to take a break from the school time, so 12:10 or something, she will join. Okay, that you keep in mind.
No problem.
Everybody else come in any order.
Yes.
See, those who have done their dissertation or not done their dissertation, I will have to upload the 20 marks. 20 marks for Viva, 20 marks for periodical interaction with the guide, and 60 marks looking at your thesis. Not thesis, the dissertation, in which if you have used everything, all that research methodology you've applied, need for the study, statement of the problem, everything is in perfect place, and the content also is super. Hindi, English, Tamil, no problem. Okay, and then say, even if one thing is missing, like for example, scope for further research, bibliography is not there, means then we'll have to see the marks. Okay, and even if your dissertation is complete or incomplete, whatever you have done, what methodology you have applied, what are your findings, what is your experience, and what you're going to do after this, that's all you have to say. You can't go into the details of your dissertation. What is the outcome? What is your contribution? That much only you have to talk. And if it is more than 7 minutes, I will cut marks. I will not say time is over, I won't say. I'll simply cut the marks and switch off. I won't listen to what you talk after 5 or 6 or 7 minutes. That's all. Everything, no marks. Whatever you tell within 7 minutes, only marks. Because we have to accommodate 20 people, 25 people. You can't go on and on and on. Okay, chalo, start all of you. First of all, your results will be ready only by 10th or so, because one paper marks have not yet come. Okay, all the other marks we have posted. 1 or 2 papers. And moreover, I'm traveling and the typist was on leave on 8th, 9th, 10th. And then I will return on 13th. 11th, start uploading the marks. All your dissertation marks also will be ready by 11th, 12th, whatever it is. 13th will be uploading everything. 12th is the last date given by the university to upload the marks. We'll ask for 2 days extra. Because the controller signed the letter very late. So I could give you time till 10th. And if you don't submit your dissertation, your degree will not be processed. So even if you give 10 pages of dissertation, we will take it. Accordingly, we'll give you 50 marks. Understood? So don't say, ma'am, I don't know, I don't want to do. Don't do it. It's up to you. You want the degree or not. I'm not threatening you, but that is the system. The system is like that. Okay. So all your core, elective, soft skill, internship, and dissertation marks are there, means only the system will process the degree. Otherwise, it will get stuck up somewhere. Okay. So whatever it is, even if you can't think of a topic and write my journey in the department of Jainology, what I've learned, write that itself 10 pages and give it. We'll give you the minimum 50 marks. You apply the methodology or not. As simple as that. Okay, chalo. Yes, start Shrenik Rajan sir. And you all
अनम्यूट
know,
कीजिए सर.
and you all know who all have submitted the dissertations. Shrenik, first it was Abhinandan, a long time ago, 1 month ago itself he submitted. Okay, then many people showed me on WhatsApp, through Zoom or WhatsApp or physical copy they send, they got it corrected, and such cases are also there. Then there are some people who never turned up only. I don't even know what they are doing. I don't even know whether they are going to keep arrear or not. I don't know. I'll simply put A and keep it off. That's all. After this time, I'm not going to come after anybody. Yes, dear children, start please.
सैनिक सर अनम्यूट प्लीज. उनको सुनाई नहीं दे रहा है हमारी आवाज.
Quickly, 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 quickly. Suresh is here. Jyoti Kiran is here. Guna madam is here. Few people. Shrenik Rajan, you're on mute. Time is tipping.
मैम को हमारी आवाज ही नहीं जा रही है. वो कम्युनिकेट ही नहीं कर रहे.
Shall
Okay,
I
then
start then, ma'am? Shall I start then, ma'am?
No, are you able to
Yeah, yeah.
Actually, I'm not able to share. That's the only issue. Training
Not
one.
clear, sir. Sir, not clear. Clear.
Good morning, ma'am. Actually, Preeti, is it? Can you give to training one the sharing feature? Okay, anyhow, you just go ahead, ma'am. Without
क्या
sharing
बोल
the-
रहे हो? श्रेणी 1 को होस्ट बनाना है, को होस्ट बनना है.
Yeah. Is it visible to everyone?
Yes.
Okay. So, very good morning and Jai Jinendra to all of you. The project or dissertation, whatever I took, is a deep study of dreams and Jina literature. And this, right, I'm not going to go through every single chapter. I just tell you why actually I took this project and what all the methodologies I applied for this project. And the need for the study is obviously everyone, right? Whether it is a man, woman, or even an animal, or whatever be the age, will be facing the question why
Sir,
dreams are
your
coming.
voice is not clear. You will lose marks. Nothing is clear. What you're talking is not at all clear to us. So much time is being wasted. Please, quickly, all of you tune in.
Okay now, ma'am. Hello, is it okay now?
Yes, sir.
Better.
Yes, sir.
Okay. That's the main reason that we took this project, and Madam immediately approved this project. So the fundamental statement of a problem, what we wanted to achieve is, by looking at the dreams, is it going to be any future prediction is possible? So that's what actually we tried to prove. And in this, right, the time period is also going to be a constraint because we did this project in about 2 or 3 months' time. So to start with, we restricted ourselves to Jina literature in Tamil. Later on, we found that there are a number of incidences where the dreams are actually described very well in Tamil Jina literature in Tamil itself. So what actually we did was we just realigned the scope in such a way that some of the prominent Tamil literature will be taken into account. At the same time, some of the other languages also will be taken into account. So that kind of a limitation with which we started off this project. And then, right, we talked about from a science point of view, what dreams are actually predicting. From a philosophy point of it, what dreams are actually predicting. All those things. We did some kind of a research. And here, right, one interesting point is, see, philosophy always comes with some kind of an inference or a postulation or a comparison. And science always comes with some kind of an analytical proof. That is, you need to really prove kind of what is it, charva kind of a tendency. Otherwise, only you need to see, then only you will be believing. So that is a kind of an approach science always takes. But in the case of dreams, right, there is nothing really can be proved so far by science. So actually, right, it is more of a postulates only. Science also try to bring it to the table. So in this project, I have actually given some kind of treatment given by science, as well as philosophical treatment. When I started about philosophy, I started off with Greek, Aristotle, Plato's views of dreams. Then I moved on to Hindu's views of dreams. In Hindu's views of dreams, I talked about Rigveda, what Rigveda says about, what other one says about, as well as Upanishad says about. Then I moved on to completely what Jina literature talks about dreams. In this, right, I started off with Chaitanya's mother's dreams. It is obviously very well known topic. And here I covered both Digambar as well as Vedamba's version. Then I talked about Mahavira's dreams. Then a very famous dream of Jiva Chintamani's Queen's Visay's dreams. Then about Chandragupta's dreams. Like that, right? So one by one, elaborated these dreams. And also there is a classification which we found in Bhagavad Gita about dreams. That also actually we did talk about it. And finally, the conclusion is, right, it is not that even though there are certain dreams which are historically, if you see, are true. For example, Abraham Lincoln's death was predicted by somebody 3 or 4 days before, and also a fall of school in UK was predicted 1 week before by a girl. Like that, there were incidences, 1 or 2 incidences in which dream predictions did come true, but unfortunately, right, we don't have enough information. These things can be treated only as a mere coincidence as well. So with this kind of study, still there is a future roadmap, and we can explore this study both in terms of journals as well as philosophical literature as well as general literature.
Time is up, sir.
Right, so that's what actually I concluded. Even though there are certain places where the dreams are future predicted, it is not really conclusively proven. And these are the future roadmap which I actually concluded. This is what I discussed with Madam, and I have written that postulate as well as the philosophical findings out of it. That's all, ma'am. I'm not able to really do justice to the whole project, what I did.
Time is up,
That's all the
sir.
best I can do at this point of time. In 5 years, I'll spend this time. Thanks, ma'am. Thanks, everyone.
First of all, Shrenik, I'll give very brief comments, okay? We don't have time for long kya bole, report. First of all, the topic chosen by him is very good. He's made a very modest attempt, although there are flaws in the dissertations. Okay, for example, when he spoke about Jain literature point of view, it is not Jain literature point of view. It is dreams in Jain literature. You don't have Jain literature point of view. Okay, then he's putting Bhagavati in the last. He's putting the Tamil literature in between. He started with Tirthankar's dreams. And then he spoke about Jivaga Chintamani dream. But Chandragupta's dreams will come before Jivaga Chintamani. So the logic has not been maintained in the the steps. You have made an attempt. See, at the MA level, whatever you do is okay. But these kind of things will not be taken up for MPhil and PhD. That you should be careful. For MPhil and PhD, you people will learn one full paper of research methodology. Wherever you are, in whenever university you join, one paper, they will teach you research methodology. Then you have to learn it again properly and apply it and do it. This is a very, very, baby step towards research. So we encourage all kinds of things. We take anything that you submit. So whatever my comments are, you have to view in that light. You have to view in that light, that it is for your betterment that I'm telling and not to put you down. But what is Okay is okay, what is not okay is not okay. It may be okay for you, you put in so much of hard work. But when it comes to meeting the international standards, from that point of view, I'm telling the comments. I'm giving the comments. So my intention is to uplift you and not to put you down. That you should take it in a very fair light. All of you, all of you. Okay. So I'll give you good marks, Shrenik Rajan sir, at least
Thank you, ma'am.
70%, 75% for the hard work that you put in, for his systematic approach is not up to the mark, but it is good. When compared to others, he's made a fair presentation. Okay. Yes, next one. The topic is very good and there is a lot of potential for research on this topic. Somebody
Thank you,
can do a PhD on this topic. There is potential. There is a gap. Nobody has done this work. And when he came for the interaction, he said that if you go on Google and search for dreams in Jainism, you won't get any pages. You have to dig, only then you get. Why we are not popularizing? In our Jain Samaj, so much we do about the dreams, no? Bhagwan ki maa ko 14 swapna aaye. We all sing bhajans also of 14 dreams, 16 dreams. But we are not doing anything to popularize them. Okay, whatever it is. He's made an attempt. I appreciate him for that. Yes, next.
Ma'am, myself, Sheetal ma'am.
Yes,
Jai
yes,
Janendra ma'am.
Very brief, okay? Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Jai Janendra ma'am and Jai Janendra to all my friends. The topic of my dissertation is a brief study of philosophy of Anand Ghan. Frankly speaking, before we came to MA or joined MA, we all were not aware of this name Anand Ghanji, or at least we knew that he has written Chaubisi, but we were not knowing any details about it. Believe me, friends, when I was introduced to this topic through an elective, the Hymns of Anand Ghan by Kajal ma'am, I was totally mesmerized by the devotional stutis. Then when we went on to the meanings and we understood the deep philosophy, I found that this topic is very interesting and all my friends and world at large should know the deep infused philosophy in the stavans of Anand Ghanji. So I chose this topic. And the whole dissertation is divided into 4 chapters. The first chapter gives the introduction of Anand Ghanji, his life, work, time, place, everything. The second chapters, I have chosen his 7 stutis in praise of 7 different Tirthankars. And I have given a detailed description or explanation of the stutis. The third chapter consists of the philosophical concepts hidden in these 7 stutis. And also I have given the overall philosophical concepts hidden in all the 24 stutis. And the last is a conclusion where I have given my findings and the scope for further research. So before starting in detail, I would give a brief introduction of Anand Ghanji so that all of you can understand how important he is in our Jain literature. He was a master of devotional spirituality. It is accurate to state that the major credit for introducing Jain Bhakti Yoga or spiritual devotional path in the Jain religion goes to Anand Ghan. He was a great Adhyatmak yogi. He never thought anything else besides souls. He was totally dipped into spirituality 24/7. His contemporary Yasho Vijayji was equally eminent Gyan yogi who composed more than 108 scriptures, but he considered Anand Ghanji as his spiritual teacher. And when Anand Ghanji asked him to explain the first shlok of Dashvakalik Sutra, Dhammo Mangal Mukhitam, he could not explain it more than half an hour. But Anand Ghanji explained the same verse for continuously 72 hours. This melted his ego and he accepted Anand Ghanji as his spiritual teacher. He expressed his sadhana beautifully into each of the stavans of the 24 Tirthankars. His Chaubisi combines and integrates the 3 spiritual pillars of self-realization. One is Gyan Yoga, second Bhakti Yoga, and third is Adhyatma Yoga, which ignites our spirit with genuine detachment, equanimity, and the burning desire for liberation, the 3 most important attributes of Samyak Darshan. In each of the Chaubisi composition, Anand Ghan has presented unique and perspective of devotion and a condensed overview of the key doctrines of Jain Agams in a poetic form. One can recite, memorize, and meditate daily this stavana to experience spiritual enlightenment, This is the real magic of his total devotional stutis. Now, I have found out through my research that many great scholars like Kumar Pal Desai, Westerners like Imre Bhanga and Richard Fiennes, they have done considerable amount of research on Anand Ghan. But the problem is that they are not available in English. 400 pages thesis of Kumar Pal Desai. It is totally in Gujarati language, but he has done a great work. He has gone through 170 manuscripts to write about a critical evolution of Anand Ghan ji. Similarly, many scholars have written, but the problem is that we don't have anything in English language. And the language of Chaubisi is vernacular. It is a mixture of Gujarati, Rajasthani and Braj Bhasha, which is very difficult to understand. So I did research and I sincerely wanted to translate the Chaubisis in English language so that all of my friends can understand and go deep into the spirituality which is imbibed in it. So the main philosophical concepts which he has covered in all his 24 Chaubisis are Syadvad, Anekantvad, Jeev Vichar, Karma theory, then 5 Samvais. Not even a single topic is left. So the gist of the entire Anand Ghan research, what I found is his literature is not been explored. He has to be, he didn't get the name, fame and popularity like Mirabai, who was in the same time when Anand Ghan was there. So there is a lot of scope of study. We have to take his Chaubisis, translate it in English so that all can understand the deep philosophical concepts. In the end, I would conclude by saying that the gist of the entire Anand Ghan philosophy is Jinpad Nichpad Ekta Kar Vichar To Pam. And in this, Paramatma is the bridge between Sansar and Siddhi. So through these devotional hymns, we can reach to our own soul by first praising Paramatma, his qualities, and then we can achieve our own qualities. And one day we can achieve the Parampad of Moksha. Thank you. Jai Jinendra.
Sheetal,
Yes, ma'am.
You should not simply say translation. You should also
Yeah,
say annotation.
Pardon, ma'am?
Annotation.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
You go and look at the dictionary, the meaning for annotation.
Yes,
Translation is very simple, but you're commenting on it, no? Description, all that comes under explanation or annotation. Okay. So I like the way Sheetal has made her presentation. First, she told why she has done it. Because it is not there in English, it is not explored, everything. She told the need for the study. And then the chapterization she told. And then very brief, what are the concepts over there. And then she told about the findings. Okay. So good, Sheetal, good. Yes. Others, please follow.
Thank you, ma'am.
And Sheetal, you will have to quickly do the 24 Tirthankarka in due course. In due course.
That explanations.
That you didn't. I will devote more time and complete the 24 Tirthankarka.
Sure, ma'am. I would love to that. And one more thing I would love to add, ma'am. Each stuti is capable of one dissertation, ma'am. That's so much of philosophy. And the book which I referred, Mark Sacha Kaun Batave, so that Acharya himself has added one chapter in the last. He has told that my knowledge is limited and I could explain only this much. So there is so much scope of explanation and understanding the philosophies.
Okay, okay. We can go on and on about every dissertation, but then time comes. Yes,
thank you, ma'am.
Whoever is in a hurry can come in between. Others can wait. No issues. Yes.
Because ma'am, Reshma's 12 o'clock. No, just 4 minutes is there. So how to go for it?
Whoever can finish in 4 minutes can come.
मेरा 4 minutes में हो जाएगा मैम. मेरा थोपड़ा ही है.
मेरा भी छोटा है. Okay.
You people talk to each other. I don't. For me, both are equal.
Jai Jinendra. Jai Jinendra, everyone. Sorry, Shashikala ma'am, I have to go.
आवाज नहीं आ रही.
Jai Jinendra, everyone. Jai Jinendra, madam. My dissertation, not mine. We three, Sarita, me, and Smita. We three are doing a same dissertation about Laghu Dandak. We have chosen this because as I belong to Shwetambar sect, we do not have any thokda in English. Exactly in English. 25 बोल का थोकड़े का translation ma'am did it, and I wanted to do other thokdas. It's my wish to do every thokda in English. So I have started with Lagu Dandak. Ma'am is guiding me to do the perfect translation with it. Let me give you a brief introduction. We all know about Lagu Dandak as we had a paper last semester. Then too, I have to give a short description about it. Its Lagu Dandak is taken from Jiva Jiva Bigam Sutra Pratipati Ek. Lagu means small, precise, and Dandak is punishment or the place or form where the living being live. So it is not a large thokda, it is a smaller thokda which give you a easier and precise description about the organism of the lok and the knowledge about it, and explaining the dandaks flawlessly to learn and should and the main motive of this is to learn the dandaks flawlessly and their knowledge about it and the knowledge about the lok, etc. Okay, this thokda, usually what is thokda matlab? Small bits and pieces scattered in the agams are gathered together to give under a single topic. Like 25 bol, we have 25 dwar. In Lagu Dandak, we have 24 dwars. Sharir dwar, matlab first dwar is Sharir dwar. So Sharir dwar ka jo bhi divisions hai that are scattered in various agams, they are gathered under one topic, and Acharya is given their to the best to make us understand what is Sharir and what are the organism has which organism have which Sharir. Those things all Acharya has given it. It is the work of Acharya who gave it in mother tongue. So it is usually present in Hindi language, but I wanted to give it in a English language so that future generation can benefit from it. That's all. Thank you, ma'am.
Ma'am, आप
Smita,
mute.
yeah, Smita, you should not use the word organism, Smita. Organism is always for micro level beings. You should say creatures, living beings. Creatures don't use. We say living beings, you know. So one thing. And second thing, you did not tell what is thokda. I hope in your dissertation you put the meaning of the word thokda. I have explained.
I know, ma'am, it is scattered in agams and are gathered together under one subtopic.
Okay. Okay. And yeah, see, if you are simply making the translation of the thokda, that cannot come under the purview of a dissertation. It's only a translation treatise. But when you apply all the research methodology and you discuss the content of thokdas or here Lagu Dandak, then it becomes a dissertation shape. So you do what you can do best, leave the rest. And she's very fairly told that she has not completed it because in the given time frame, she could do only few of the dwar. And she has expressed her desire to do the complete thokda in 70-80 pages and bring it out in the form of Fundamentals of Jainism book.
And pictures. I don't want to limit it with Shwetambar, ma'am. I have given Digambars also in there. And I have given that it is taken from Dhavala, it is taken from Tatvat Rajvartik, jo bhi hai. I don't want to limit it with like Shwetambar. I want the Jain ke liye Lagu Dandak ko kaisa chahiye. Aisa main
again, there is a lot of scope for PhD on this topic also. There is scope for PhD on this topic also. What is Dandak? Then there is Lagu Dandak, there is Maha Dandak. All those kind of things. And when you do these lessons, it becomes easy for you to read the big texts. Chatkhandagam, Dhavala, Kashai Pahud. Very beautiful texts. So in future, you should read them. Okay, chalo. Thank you. So she has made this presentation on behalf of Sarita, Shilpa and herself. All three represented. Okay, and they have done only 30 pages. So each one only 10 pages. So I'll divide that 100 marks into 3 people.
मैम बाकी रेडी है मैम, लेकिन फॉर्मेटिंग नहीं हुआ है मैम. आपका एक्सपेक्टेशन बहुत हाई है, फॉर्मेटिंग होने के लिए टाइम लगेगा मैम.
Anyway, you people attempted. I'm happy about it. Don't worry about the marks I give. It's only a system that I have to present. I can't give you very high marks. I can't fail you also. I have to just see that I push you through your degree.
Thank you, ma'am.
Hoping that you will do more. Okay, that's all. Yes, next.
Yeah, ma'am. I'm Sashikala, ma'am. Jai Janendra, ma'am. Jai Jaya, friends. My dissertation topic is a brief study on the Jaina Tamil texts. We know all our acharyas, Muni, Bhagavans, all they contributed through in various languages: Gujarati, Hindi, Rajasthani, Tamil, Kannada. So much they have done for their literature, and through their literatures we can know about our culture and the region's prosperity, language, everything has been known. Now in this dissertation, why I have taken this one, Tamil text or Lord, like Sheetal has told, Ankanji Bhakti Stutis. There are so many. It is classified under Padinanki Kanakku Nulgal. That is lesser known 18 texts, dietic text. That is, in that out of 18, 10 belongs. 10 of the Nulgal, they'll say in Tamil. Text is called Nulgal in Tamil. Out of 18, 10 has been done by the Jain Acharya scholars, out of which in that because of the language barrier, as earlier people also told, it cannot be known to the other people who are not familiar with the language of the Tamil. So my intention is, at least whatever I have taken a humble step to give the contents of these texts in a simple English language. Only contents of the text is given in the simple English language, so that it will reach to the wider society and the contents of the text will be known, and further research and all these things, and to reach the wider population and the younger generations can be known that what all that guidance it is given in the text, it is universal guidance is given in these texts. It is not only for Jain, it is for the human beings. Whatever who followed this, they will reach the goal of their now. In this life, they will live a nice life, and for the further birth, they will get a nice birth. And they will call in Tamil. Moksha, they will reach also. That is the contents of these texts. I have taken first Tirupamalai. I'm giving the brief text, what all I have taken in this dissertation. Tirupamalai. Tiru means Mangal. Pamalai means garland of stutis. It has got 23 stutis. And so as I'm not going into, as ma'am guided, I'm not going inside the text. I am telling these texts, all generally maximum, they are giving the guidance of their life to live, how to live your life, and how to lead your spiritual life also. And what is your aim to get into the moksha, like that they're telling. Next is Tirunu Thandadi. That the first author, is Jain ascetic, but name not known. It is 1,000 years old. The second one is Tirunu Thandadi. We all know Mylapore. Those people in Chennai who knows the Mylapore area, this Chennai, we had one temple, Nemina, this 22nd Tirthankara, this Sanctum Sanctorum, God, Bhagavan. But now it's no more there. That author is Avirodi Alvar. That name itself, he says, I am a Virodi. I am not Virodi. I am not an enemy to anybody. That is the name of the author, A Virodi Alvar. The third one is Tirukalambagam. It is also the contents is, it talks about the 12 bhavanas. Each verses, it has got 109 verses. Each verses talks about the impairment of the body and how you have to live. it is very beautiful text. My intention is to give the gist so that it will reach to the people who are not familiar in reading the Tamil language. They can know the contents, and it will kindle their interest to know the text more about it, and they can spread it. You all know G. Popper's is Virma Munivari called. He has translated in Tirukural long back, but in Tamil literature, people will know about Tirukural, Sivaka Chintamani, Silapadigaram. But these texts, no, it is lesser known, but it is treasure trove of guidance, bhakti. That is the intention. I have taken all these texts only. And this Eladi, it is the third Eladi. Eladi means, in this very beautifully, the poet gives like 6 Ayurvedic cardamom, pepper, long pepper, Ceylon wood, Nagakeshwaram, they will call. All these 6 ingredients, you make it as a medicinal water. It is good for health. But in each couplet, he gives 6 items, that is ways how you have to live. And these, that medicinal water is for physical body, but what is given in this each text, no, it is for your soul. And if you are like that, it is goes. The other text is about Iniyamai Narpadu, Inna Narpadu. That is also each 40 couplets the author gives. In each 4 lines, each one 4 is you have to be a good one. You should not Iniyamai Narpadu. That is, you should be very humble. You should have you should conduct yourself like that. You should have a friendship with the learned person. It's like that. Each verses 40 into 4, 160 Iniyamai Narpadu. Like that. Inna Narpadu is what all is not good. In Tamil, we say Inna means Tidu. It is not good. Like that is, you should not be arrogant. You should not take food without giving to the Atithi. That is not feeding with this one. Even without money, you want to do donation. That is not good. Like that, each verses is go on like that. The author is says. Then next
Madam,
is very. Yes, ma'am.
Try to wind up.
Okay, ma'am. And this conclusion, what I say, no. This I just given the gist only. I have given it, but as I said, full text it is given. Only very few are given, like Eladi, like English it is there. If you give full text in English, and it will be very, it will reach, it will be helpful. Those who are younger generations can know about the contents of the text and they can follow. And it will be not only for this Jain or like that. It will be universally, it is valid. That's the thing I have taken this decision. Okay, thank you, ma'am. Thank you, friends.
Nicola, madam, I'm happy. She really struggled. She was out of India for 2-3 months. And then when she came back, and in very short time, I told her to give the introduction of the very lesser known Tamil texts. Okay, and
I did 10, ma'am.
There is scope for a PhD on this topic.
Yes.
The philosophy in these texts of Tamil literature, they have not done in Hindi or in English or in other languages. So I want my students to make a team of 2-3 people.
Yes,
Tamil,
yes.
2 Tamil, 2 Hindi people. Take small texts and translate it, annotate it, give it nicely as we have done in Pravachan Sar, Samay Sar, Niyam. Even Bhagavati Aradhana we have done. Keep that as a model and do these beautiful texts. And I assure you that I will get it published.
Yes.
Okay? Give us.
Yes. We'll definitely, ma'am.
Not only Shashikala, anybody who is interested. Like Anita, the other day she had come, she said she knows Tamil. Then I told her, why don't you do a translation? Then she said, my Hindi is not good. Then I told her, you team up with Smita, Shilpa and all of these people. Word to word meaning likho. Fir simple translation karo. Fir explanation karo. You know? So all of you dream of being researcher, write articles. Every month write one article and send it different journals. And send us a copy. Then I should say, oh my God, this girl is working hard. This boy is working hard. whatever you have learned, your assignment notes also make a nice article and send it with references. Okay?
Okay,
हाँ,
ma'am.
चलो.
Jai
Thank you,
Jinendra,
ma'am.
ma'am. Ma'am,
Next.
Reshma here.
Reshma, you can do Reshma.
Thank you, ma'am. Jai Jinendra, everyone.
And you will get only 5 to 6 or 7 minutes, not more than that.
Yes, ma'am. Can you make me co-host, please, Ritu? I would like to share a presentation.
So Ritu is back to work, doing all the DJ work, academic DJ work. Where is Preeti? Why Preeti is also not doing?
यही है मैम, साथ ही है.
Yes, yes, yes.
Jai Jinendra, everyone. Thank you, Priya, ma'am.
Reshma has done her dissertation in 100 pages. That doesn't guarantee her good marks, okay? I have to look at the content and all the methodology and everything. Yes, please go ahead.
Jai Jinendra, ma'am, thank you for this opportunity for doing this. An exploration on the Jain philosophy of Gyan. The Gyan is the inherent nature of the soul. And that's why I wanted to take this. It has always intrigued me as a topic. Only when we have Gyan can we go ahead. I had identified 4 needs of study to understand. One of the primary was to take upon the Dwadashangi, any one of the Dwadashangi, to deep dive within. And only if you know the nature of the true self can you progress on the path of moksha, which is the ultimate goal for everybody. Unfortunately, we're all stuck in the transmigratory cycle because of false belief. So it was important to bring out all of this on one platform. The Digambar and the Shwetambar divide have kind of looked at Gyan with their individual perspectives. I really, coming from a Shwetambar background myself, I want to get a cohesive, conjoint view of everything on one. That was my need for study. It came through with 4 main objectives, which kind of were my main 4 chapters. Nandi Sutra handles Gyan from a Dravyanu Yoga point of view, where it explains the 5 yogs with its divisions, etc. Furthermore, the power of the soul and how the Gyan Swabhav, the Gyayak Bhav, is important to achieve moksha. And the last 2 chapters come in to a point where you're talking about how the Shuddh Gyan and how the discriminative knowledge leads to liberation. Liberation, sorry, not liberalization, liberation. And further highlighting why we are actually stuck. So this further gave rise to a more of natural flow of the paper, where we first understand the meaning of Gyan, then we explain the power of the Shaktis of Gyan and the Sarvagya Shakti and everything that it entails. Then from there, we move to how the Shuddh Gnan can lead to Keval Gnan, the importance of Ratnatraya along in synergy with Shuddh Gnan, and further how to eradicate Mithya Gyan and Agnan. So what I found was quite interesting, because Nandi Sutra, technically, when you understand the 5 gyans, you move from sukshmata, from sthultva to sukshmata, means you from the gross to the subtle. But Nandi Sutra has handled it very differently. It first attends to the pratyaksh part of it, which is of the man, paryav and keval, and then it moves on to mati and shuddh, which was quite interesting. It does not take that flow that we've all been understanding so far. It has a very different view of looking at it. Secondly, Nandi Sutra purely talks about Dravyanu Yoga. There is no Charnanu Yoga and Karnanu Yoga talk in it. So that was quite interesting, that, how acharyas have looked at only one perspective with respect to the Moolagam. Key door, Shuddh Gnan is the key door to moksha, and submergence into the Gyan Swabhav of the self can actually help getting rid of the cycle of rebirths. One very interesting thing that I found in various scriptures that I was reviewing was, time and again, it only talks about Rag Adi Bhav. It only talks about Rag and other bhavs. It's never highlighted Dvesh and other bhavs or Hasya and other bhavs. That just comes to show how prominent this attachment and the rag bhav is, and how that is detrimental for the soul. Further, I found the differences between mithya gyan and agnan, which are many a times used synonymously, but actually they do have a difference, and which one is leads to the other. My contribution in this paper was a collaborative study on the Gyan from different perspectives, and introduction to the Gyan and Gay Swabhav from the background that I come from, which we haven't been exposed to this. So it was a good introduction to that. Obviously, Gnan itself is a plethora of a topic. So justice in 100 pages could not be done, but whatever I could in my scope of study achieve, I have tried to introduce the Gyan Swabhav and the Gay Swabhav, and how the one is good over the other. The understanding of the Gyan Shakti and the Sarvagya Shakti, and the true, it's only Gnan that knows the other Shaktis, and a logical sequential way of attaining moksha through Gyan. So when you have Shravan, you have Gyan, you get Ved Vignan, you get Pratyakhan, you come into Sanyam, there's Anashrav, there's Tap, Nirjara, Ratnatraya, and then ultimately moksha. To get rid of the Gnanavarniya karma, again, coming together and looking at all the 4 point of views, and the real root of cause of hindrance. This was something also very interesting, that when Gyan is associated, it is time and again associated with Gnanavarniya karma, which actually is not, again, one of the findings that I found was that it's not only Gnanavarniya karma, the main one that plays a role in the regress of the self is the deluding karma, the Mohaniya karma, and how that can be overcome by the power of Ratnatraya. So Ban Tattva very nicely talks about time and again how the Ragadi Bhav and the Mohaniya karma are to be actually worked on rather than the Gnanavarniya karma, which inherently will just happen once the Mohaniya karma is overcome. The scope of further research, there's tons we can do. And in my research, I realized that the 4 types of buddhis, Upapatik, Karmaja, Venaic, and Parinamic, they have enormous amount of information and anecdotes, which can be an itself a topic of research. There needs to be more. Another thing was that, sorry, ma'am.
6 minutes.
Yes, ma'am. Last bit. It's the last slide. The bridge between the sectarian gap is also something that could be a further scope of research. In my whole path, I found the Gyan Labdhi Ka Thokda. Again, it was very interesting, but it was too huge to include in my research. But it's something that could be an independent topic of research, where it shows where the 5 Gyans, the 3 Agnans are collaborated under different points of view. And I would really be interested to know how Gyan and Gyan Swabhav is being treated by other religious philosophies, how Hinduism, Christianity, all of them treat it. It is a whole PhD topic by itself. Thank you, ma'am, so much. Thank you, everyone, for listening to me. And I'm open.
Okay. So this again is a topic having the potential for at least a few PhDs. Your dissertation is a khichdi of many topics. It's a khichdi of many topics. And you say Gyan is related to Gyanavarniya karma. I would say Gyan is related to the soul. And when the connection is not there, then the Gyanavarniya karma steps in.
Yes.
So only understanding the nature of Gyan, the Mohaniya cannot be diluted, the Moksha Marga cannot commence. So it's a very, very, very important topic as far as Jain epistemology, metaphysics, ethics, the whole philosophical study, And this branch of study has been ignored by our Jain Samaj.
Yes, ma'am.
Ignored by our Jain Samaj, and it needs due attention. See, when people look at Jainism, they say Jainism is only a set of practices. Nobody talks about this kind of awakening. So that's a very important topic. And I will look at your dissertations and then give the marks. Okay?
No problem, ma'am.
Next.
Thank you, ma'am.
Judgment, ma'am, ripple this side. If you allow the next.
Yes, yes, anybody
Ma'am,
can come. No, I'm not.
Jai Jinendra,
controlling.
ma'am, I'm going to take leave, ma'am. I need to go back to class.
All the best.
Thank
All the
you.
best to
Thank you.
everybody. I want at least 10 PhDs from this group. At
Thank
least
you,
10
ma'am.
should settle with PhD, writing articles, teaching, take up teaching assignments, take up projects. No, keep chirping, keep chirping. All little birdies, all of you. Oh, and don't think Reshma can do it, I cannot do it. Everybody has the potential to do it. How you explore it, it's up to you now. Yes. Come,
आपके
come,
मुंह
come.
में घी शक्कर मैम.
हाँ मैम, आपके मुंह में घी शक्कर, आपके हाथ में भी घी शक्कर, आपके हाथ में हमें अपॉर्चुनिटी.
अभी मेरे पास 10 सीट्स होती ना, मैं आप 10 लोगों को ले लेती. मेरे पास है नहीं सीट्स. गवर्नमेंट ने हमारे हाथ बांध के रखे और प्रोफेसर है नहीं तो हम लोग 10 लोगों को तो ले ही लेते. कल डॉक्टर धर्मचंद जी से बात हुई थी, एंड आई टोल्ड हिम दैट एनीबडी हु इज आस्किंग मी, आई एम रिकमेंडिंग देम टू यू. एंड देन जैन यूनिवर्सिटी से फोन आया था, तो मैंने कहा आई एम रिकमेंडिंग देम टू यू. तो ये 2 यूनिवर्सिटी है, यू कैन लॉग इन. लाडनूर यूनिवर्सिटी है, पुणे यूनिवर्सिटी है, पुणे में यूनिवर्सिटी है. और फॉरेन यूनिवर्सिटीज में जाओगे 10-20 लाख लगेगा. इंडिया में 3-4 लाख में हो जाएगा. एंड दे गिव यू स्कॉलरशिप, दे गिव यू फेलोशिप. So take the fellowship and do the PhD. Let it not be a burden on your family or on yourself. Okay, chalo.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you. Jai Jinendra, everyone.
All of you. Yes, bolo. Next. Apna Vipul. 6
Yeah,
minutes.
Jai- Ma'am, Jai Jinendra, first of all, I have done my dissertation along with Rupa. So here, both of us are available. I'm not presenting on her behalf. I need that you allow both of us to give 5 minutes. We will not talk about the single topic. We have divided the entire presentation into 2 people.
De diya,
So-
le lo. De diya.
Thank you, ma'am. So just what I believe the way of presenting a dissertation should be, it should be started with the need of study. Why we have done this, why we have chosen the topic to do the dissertation, then how we have done it, and what is the final outcome of our work in last 2, 3, 4 months. So I will start up with why session, and I will hand over it to Rupa for the next 2 topics to be thrown light on. When I studied, I found that there is a need, or this topic at the outset in the second semester, and seems to be very interesting. People or my colleagues were too much enthusiastic about learning Gandharvad. And we had also learned Gandharvad with full energy. But what I observed during the studies is slowly and gradually the energy levels have gone down. Why the energy levels have gone down, to the best of my understanding, is because of the complex cities available in the text, the complex text which is available, the language barriers. When I talk about language, it is not only about Hindi or English. It is both. Because even the Hindi book, which is the Malsukh Bhai Dhavania's book, that book is also too difficult to understand for a general Hindi speaking person. So we, and specifically myself, I am pretty impressed with the books like Essence of Samay Sar, Essence of Pravachan Sar, Niyam Sar, and Sarlekhna book, which are given to us in second semester to study. And I was always thinking that if this can be a way to read a big agam in nutshell, can we not have this kind of books for each and every agam? Because this is something in modern times more relevant and more easily understandable to each and everybody. So while we were in our journey to Gandharvad till examinations, we find the same difficulty. And at the end of the examination, I found a couple of team members feeling not happy with their exams because they could not put in full way that they have. Even while studying in groups, I found that people were just completing the portions with the easy topics. Easy topics means the topics where they are easy to comprehend, easy to relate, easy to understand. For an example, heaven and hell topics. But the other topics which are more important in terms of Jaina philosophy and which is difficult to understand from the available text, people are either trying to summarize or skip. So the entire idea came to me, and I discussed with Priya ma'am after the exam immediately on the same day that, ma'am, we need a book for the coming generations in this way you wrote books for Samay Sir, Pravachan Sir, so that they are beneficial in terms of their understanding to this interesting topic, and keep on. So that is the basic need ma'am allowed us, and I took the support of Rupa, and we started this research or a detailed understanding of the topic and putting up in a simple and easy to understand language. The dissertation has 4 chapters. The first chapter is about the overview. The second chapter is on the Gandharvad, the concept, the story. Third is about all the 11 Gandhars and their doubts. And the fourth is annexures. Herein, I would just like another 30 seconds on annexures. Is I found in my studies, being a very layman to Jainism, that whenever we study, there are certain terminologies which are important and we need to refer some books. So in the books like Samay Sir, Pravachan Sir, I found that there are references in the end which helps you immediately to refer and understand, develop a basic understanding. So in the similar ways, we tried our level best to put up almost 15 annexures as of now in the book with all the details relevant to that or some or other topic, which are the prime basic concepts of Jainism. So now I'll request Rupa to just take you over on how we formulated the dissertation.
Jai Jinendra, everyone. So since we realized the language of Gandharvad was very complicated, even the Hindi version was very complicated, so we decided to use a simple English language. So we did a detailed study of all the available books in Gandharvad from Bhanu Vijayji's and Dalsukh Bhai Malwani's book, and even Ether Solomon's book. We did a detailed study, and apart from that, we also read various articles on Gandharvad and various articles and various other books on Gandharvan. And apart from this, based on the concept, we also did a lot of references work from our agams. Like suppose there was a topic on soul or karma, we did references from other books like Karam Granth, Samay Sar, Pravachan Sar, Acharang Sutra, etc. So that we can combine all the all the point of views in that book. And apart from adding the questions which Gandhar had asked to Bhagwan, we also added our own questions which a general layman has in his doubt and has in his mind. So in a nutshell, this book contains not only the questions of Gandhars, it also contains questions of a general person. So this makes this book a very informative and a user friendly. And since the language is very simple, straightforward, it will be useful to even a beginner of Jainism. And apart from that, we have also, since this is a Gandharvad, is basically a Vad, a discussion or a debate. So our format is also in question answers format. And in the end, we have added a summary after each Gandhar, so that to get an idea of whole concept. And also we have added scriptural references to show its relevance with other agams. And regarding the experience and findings, we realized that the doubt which existed 2,500 years ago exists even today. As long as human mind is there, these doubts will always exist. So bringing the same doubt in a simplified manner will help any layman to understand the Jain concepts. And these concepts are the foundation of Jainism. These are the pillars on which the whole philosophy of Jainism stands. So with these concepts, our whole book was, our whole dissertation was made. And also we realized the different point of views that exist in human mind. Such simple truth people are not able to accept. So this made us realize the importance of understanding the truth. And we understood that the greatest surrender is to surrender to the truth. And after surrendering it, one should be ready to walk on that path. So this was our experience and findings, ma'am. And yes, ma'am. Yeah.
Ma'am,
and the annexures, the summaries and all makes the dissertation more simpler.
First of all, how can your annexures be a chapter? Vipul, you said 4 chapters. 4th chapter is annexures, but you have seen Samay Sar, Pravachan Sar, annexures are given separately.
I just gave it as a
not
terminology.
Chapter in the literal sense.
It is not in the literal sense. It is just as a section, I should say. That might be a learning mistake or my production mistake, I should say. I mean here is that it is a section which is the 4th section, which has all the annexures. I may be wrong in terms of writing it as a chapter, ma'am.
Like this, my dissertation is divided into 3 chapters. The first is an overview. The second is the text of
Gandhar.
Gandharvad, and second is analysis of the content of Gandharvad. Maybe it is just a very preliminary, brief, introductory analysis of not of all the concepts, but only of the questions, the dialogue, everything. Okay.
Sure, ma'am.
In today's Times of India, there's something about dialogue, something
Okay.
about our sound, our voice, everything. You just try to look at that article.
Okay.
The importance of dialogue, the importance of the language that we use, language as a medium of communication, and all that. So again, I would say there is scope to do a PhD on this topic. But you have done it in a book form, and I appreciate you for that, for looking into the need of the future students of the department. You have made a book and you have given it. And after a month or two, I will edit it and then we will try to publish it. In the meantime, you work on it, fine tune it and refine it and give it to me again after 2 months in a PDF format. I'll take a printout over here and then we'll bring it out as a book.
Sure, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
ma'am.
you.
नेक्स्ट किसको आना है? कोई भी कर सकता है.
कोई भी आ जाइए.
प्रीति आपको बोलना? करो.
Jayendra ma'am, I'll go next. Jayendra ma'am, Jayendra everybody. So my topic has been women empowerment from Jaina perspective. And when ma'am suggested, like I was like, yes, it is something like I would like, because I have been always thinking in this era, like how can a woman get reach, because we always read Solar Sati stories and this and that, and we how can we also go to that level? So when ma'am suggested, I jumped in and I took this topic, and it's like women are the ones that give birth and nurture new life, right? And because of them, the life exists and it continues. We see women as Nari Shakti, as a wife, mother, daughter. They play different roles, and they bring out color, and they brighten the life in the family. But as she grows, she faces many issues. Her liveliness, love and affection, everything gets subdued. Why? Because studies show that there is an imbalance everywhere. In today, women are like overloaded with work, household work, office work, family, caring for the family members, maintaining social life, and today it's like there's a survival of fittest. Everybody are like rushing and running through, or just passing through life. They're not actually living life. So it's because like they have forgotten their priorities. They have forgotten their own importance and their own self-worth. They all are searching the happiness which is there within us, right? So this created the need, like how we can connect from the stories that we always read about the Mahasatis 16 and 64. How can we relate them, learn from their stories and apply in today's life? So this is what this study was about. So I found that from the period of Rishabdev, okay, the women were respected, they were given importance, but as the time changed, the parents started having fear about their daughter's welfare. And today it has changed so much, the fear has increased so much that the parents are afraid even for a new baby girl. So the fear has become so much, and it's all because of like there is a fear, insecurities, there is ego issues. So how can we overcome all those? So to relate it with the Solar Satis and all, so I found that we can as women, we can get out of this whirlpool of the chaotic life and soar high above, and become like because of the skull's impact, we cannot get liberation, but at least we can get self-realization to the best ability according to this ara. And these stories, like we understand how smartly women in those days, like the closest we can relate this to the period of Bhagwan Mahavir. So how these women had protected dharma, how they passed through the hardships, and they tolerated all of them, and they annihilated, and many of them have attained, many of them will be attaining soon. So we can, as today's women, slowly learn, imbibe those qualities, how we can practice, bring into practice in today's life with today's context, and move closer to attaining liberation. So this is what my dissertation is about.
Preeti,
Yes, ma'am.
I've already given my comments to you when you came down. I don't want to repeat it in public. It's a very, very preliminary work that she's done, and everything was in bits and pieces. She has to work hard on it. And I'll request that you see to it that it reaches me by 13th morning. All those who have not yet prepared and sent it, see that you send it to me by 13th morning latest. Even though 12th is the last day to upload the marks, I will be uploading the dissertation marks only on 13th. Okay, so the topic is very good, and I request you to look at some books on gender studies, feminism books, how they look at women issues and how we look at women issues. You can make a comparative study, and you can do a PhD also on that topic, but lot of hard work need to be done. Otherwise, what all you do, going by the international standards, please note my words. Going by the international standards, what we do will be crap. You may feel, oh my God, I have done a big work. Priya ma'am may say, oh yes, she has done a dissertation. But going by the international standards, if the articles and if the writings are not meticulously done with following the proper logic and methodology, it will be rejected. Nobody will publish those articles also. So I will request all of you to read 50 articles, 50 dissertations, 50 theses, until and unless you get a fair grip of how to do research. Spend 1 year in teaching and exploring, and then you may settle down for a PhD or project work or anything. Okay? So Preeti has issues at home. She's been traveling. Her mother is not well. In spite of that, she's made an attempt. I'll appreciate her for that. And I see a lot of potential. Given the time and energy, she can do it. But the circumstances were such that she could do only this much. And I appreciate her for that. But that appreciation should not go to your head. You have to be grounded. So I make my comments balanced. Okay. Chal.
I'll submit it, ma'am. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Next.
May I go next one? Celestial.
Yes, Celestial Vita Padaro.
Yes, ma'am. Jai Jinendra, everyone. I haven't started my dissertation as such. I know I've spoken to you, ma'am, but I want to do justification to this, because I know I justify my exam papers and my assignments. So this is something I'm willing to keep in arrears so that I work on it, and that'll be a push for me to get my MA degree also. Oh. So my topic was application of Samvaya in the lives of characters or illustrations in Vipak Sutra. So I think two major terms you would have heard is Vipak Sutra and Samvaya. Now, as such, these topics are broad and has an ocean of knowledge for us to learn. What I am trying to find is the gap between these two. That is, try to apply the Samvaya in our lives too. That is, learning through these illustrations which are already present in our Agam. How do we overcome our
Vipak or Dukh Vipak or both?
Right now, Dukh Vipak, ma'am, because I think right now I've started with Dukh Vipak.
But you know what? In the Sanakasi tradition, they say you should never read Dukh Vipak. But I would say you should read Dukh Vipak. More than Sukha Vipak, it is a Dukkha Vipak that will move you. Okay, so you can take a call. Bolo.
Yes, ma'am. Like you said, Vipak is the fruit of good and bad karmas. And how we learn from these is how we're going to apply in our life also. And generally, when we say Samvaya, we all know the 5 Samvaya, that is Swabha, Pushat, Kal, Nimit, and Niyati. The same thing when we apply to an example like, say, a mango seed.
we know a mango seed has nature to, you know, grow a mango. It has the, only after putting the pushat of enough water and nurturing it, will it grow into a plant. Only at the right time will ripe and give us the fruits. With the limit of, you know, correct wind and correct nurturing, will it grow into a mango fruit. And that hence is niyati. So learning from this example, we've only understood the concept of samvai. Have we applied it in our life? Whenever dukh or any sort of depression or any sort of anxiety, we're always into artadhyan or atradhyan. Have we ever thought of applying these samvai to our lives? That is my major need of the subject right now. That is to draw the bridge between these samvai and apply it to our daily lives. So this is what I have thought of. So, yes, ma'am. The major thing is to take the incidents in each characters and divide them into the five samvais. Like what was the swabha, what was the niyati, what was the nimit, what was the purushat, and what was the karan. So that when we are also in situations where we're not able to give up something or there's something that's bothering us, we will be able to apply this one by one and see a balance of all the five. That's
Celeste, you're done, Celeste?
Yes, ma'am.
Note down a few things, Celeste. First of all, why did you choose Vipak Sutra? Why not any other sutra, Celeste?
Ma'am, because in the end, everybody achieves moksha, ma'am. In all the stories, if you see how much ever transmigration they had to go through, whatever bad or good they did, the end destination for all of us is moksha.
Okay, quickly note down a few things.
Yes,
first of all, that cannot be the justification for selecting Vipak Sutra. That cannot be the judge. Like that, so you can take Prathamanu Yog, 24 Tirthankar Puran. All Tirthankars achieve moksha. So that cannot be the justification. Okay. What I would suggest everybody is, please give your inputs on the topic. Anything related to Samvai, please forward it to Celeste. And there is a thesis on Karan Karya Rahasya by Dr. Dharamchand Jain's student, Shweta, her name is. So you can look at that book also. And there will be a lot of material on 5 Samvai. So somebody can help her with the material, first thing. Second thing is, try to look at Samvai from the 5 Anuyog point of views. Instead of Vipak Sutra, take it from Anuyog point of view. Okay? And then try to give it by October. Try to give it by. You can do 100 pages, you can do 50 pages, it's up to you. You want to bring out a book in your name, you can do it. I will edit it. Anybody who will bring it out as a book, I will edit it. If they don't bring it out as a book, I will not edit. I'll only give the comments and keep it. Okay. Celeste, I cannot give you marks, but your Viva is done. And you, as soon as you submit it, your marks will be credited in your account. Okay. Okay. So look at from this point of view. 4 Anuyog mein Prathamanuyog or Dharma Kathanuyog. Second Karnanuyog and Samvai, Charnanuyog and Samvai, Dravyanuyog and Samvai. So this can also be a topic for research. PhD, anybody can do a PhD on this. PhD के topics ऐसे बंट रहे हैं. ठीक है, चलो, nice topic, work on it. Anybody else now?
सपना जी करना, सपना जी बैठे.
हाँ
कर लो ना.
जयचंद मैम, my topic is Solar Karan Bhavna. Details of Solar Karan Bhavna, ma'am. There is 4, ma'am. हिंदी में बोलूँ तो चलेगा मैम?
चलेगा, चलो.
ठीक है मैम. मैम, there is 4 chapter. पहले चैप्टर में जैन धर्म की भावनाएं और 16 कारण का महत्व. सेकंड चैप्टर में मैम 16 कारणों का वर्णन. थर्ड चैप्टर में 16 कारण पर्व, 16 कारण पूजा, 16 कारण व्रत और कथा है मैम. और 4th चैप्टर में कंक्लूजन निष्कर्ष. तो मैम सबसे पहले भावनाएं जैन धर्म में, और मैम इसकी नीड्स फॉर अध्ययन की आवश्यकता में मैम, मैं बचपन से ही हम 16 कारण भावनाएं पढ़ते आ रहे हैं, पूजा करते आ रही हूँ मैम बचपन से, लेकिन अभी तक डिटेल में 16 कारण भावना क्या है इसका पता नहीं था, तो इसीलिए मुझे 16 कारण भावना पर मैंने डिसर्टेशन किया है। तो जैन धर्म में मैम भावनाओं का बहुत महत्व है। भावनाएं हमारा संपूर्ण जीवन हमारी भावनाओं पर नियंत्रित है। भावनाओं का हमारे चरित्र में बहुत गहरा संबंध है। जैसे कि कहा भी गया है, यत भावते तत भवति, जैसी हम भावना भाते हैं वैसे ही हो जाते हैं। तो इसमें 4 प्रकार की भावना, मैत्री, प्रमोद, कारुण्य, माध्यस्थ, 12 प्रकार की भावना पर मैम एनेक्चर बनाया है मैंने। और मुझे पहली बार पता चला है कि श्वेतांबर सेक्ट में भी 20 प्रकार की भावनाएं होती है और 5 महाव्रतों की 25 भावना। तो 16 कारण भावना की मैम 4 पंक्तियों से मैं शुरू करूंगी। 16 कारण भाई तीर्थंकर जे भय, हर्षे इंद्र अपार में रुपए ले गए, पूजा कर निज धन्य लख्यो भव जाव सो, हम हूँ 16 कारण भावे भाव सो। तो 16 कारण भावना जीवन की श्रेष्ठतम भावनाओं में से एक है। तो इसमें पहली भावना आती है दर्शन विशुद्धि। दर्शन विशुद्धि और 16 कारण भावनाओं में से ये 8 कर्मों में तीर्थंकर नाम कर्म सबसे अधिक पुण्य कर्म है और 16 कारण भावनाएं तीर्थंकर प्रकृति के बंध में हेतुभूत भावनाएं हैं। 16 कारण भावनाओं का महत्व में मैम 16 कारण भावनाएं जिसकी होती है उसको कुगति का गमन नहीं होता। 16 कारण भावना भावने से वह खोटे मनुष्य, नीचे कुल, स्त्री पर्याय, नपुंसक, देव, एकेंद्रीय आदि में उनका जन्म नहीं होता है। 16 कारण भावनाओं में दर्शन विशुद्धि सबसे प्रधान भावना है। दर्शन विशुद्धि, सम्यक दर्शन और दर्शन विशुद्धि में यही अंतर है, एक का है दृष्टि की निर्मलता, दूसरी है दृष्टि की उदारता। यदि हमें सम्यक दर्शन हो जाए इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि दर्शन विशुद्धि भी हो गई, लेकिन यदि दर्शन विशुद्धि हो गई तो सम्यक दर्शन अपने आप ही हो जाएगा। तो सम्यक दर्शन विशुद्धि प्रधान भावना है और सम्यक दर्शन का हमारा 25 दोषों से रहित होना दर्शन विशुद्धि भावना है। और सारी भावनाएं एक दूसरे से कनेक्टेड है। यदि दर्शन विशुद्धि हो गई तो हमारा विनय, अपना आप ही विनय संपन्नता भावना आ जाएगी। विनय 5 प्रकार का है, ज्ञान विनय, दर्शन विनय, चारित्र विनय और तप विनय, उपचार विनय। इसके बाद मैम शील व्रतेश्वर नतीजा, और इसमें 4 गुण व्रत और 3 गुणव्रत और 4 शिक्षा व्रत, इन्हें 7 शील बताए गए हैं। और इन शील व्रतों की सहायता से हम 5 अहिंसा आदि व्रतों का उनकी रक्षा करते हैं। जैसे फसल की हम चारों तरफ बाड़ लगाकर रक्षा करते हैं, ऐसे हम उनकी रक्षा करते हैं। और मैंने संजीव जी गोता के प्रवचन सुने, वीडियो सुने, उन्होंने उसके ज्ञान के बारे में बताया है। सबकी आत्मा में ज्ञान है, लेकिन धन्य वे जीव हैं जिनके ज्ञान में आत्मा है। और मैंने 16 कारण भावनाओं के लिए मैम प्रणम्य सागर जी, प्रमाण सागर जी, क्षमा सागर जी, सबके काफी मैंने उनका वीडियो सुन के उसके बारे में लिखा है। और उसमें बताया गया, उसमें 16 कारण भावना किसी केवली या शुद्ध केवली के पाद मूल में ही होती है। तो फिर क्वेश्चन ये उठता है कि फिर हमें क्यों भानी चाहिए 16 कारण भावना? लेकिन
wind up, you can't go on and on.
आगामी भव में भी हमें तीर्थंकरों का सानिध्य मिले, इसलिए हम 16 कारण भावनाएं भाते हैं। जय जय मैम।
इसके ऊपर कोई पीएचडी हुई है?
मैम अभी देखा नहीं है,
क्या आपको बता देंगे। ऋतु, विपुल, फाइंड
हाँ जी,
करना।
हाँ जी, हाँ जी,
जब
ठीक है,
पूरी होगी
ठीक
तो
है।
पहले थीसिस वगैरह सब पढ़ना। समझ लीजिए 16 कारण भावना पे पीएचडी हो गई, नहीं हुई है तो कर लो, हो गई है तो कोई 2-3 दूसरे टॉपिक्स के साथ मिला करके करो। जैसे 16 कारण भावना एंड भक्ति, 16 कारण भावना एंड 5 समवाय, 16 कारण भावना और ज्ञान स्वभाव, है ना, इस तरीके से इंट्रा डिसिप्लिनरी करके करना। तो ऐसे और कितने टॉपिक्स हो जाते हैं। ठीक है,
ठीक है।
ठीक है। तो गुड लक तीर्थंकर गोत्र बांधने के लिए।
थैंक यू मैम। जय जय मैम।
ओके, चलो चलो, नेक्स्ट नेक्स्ट नेक्स्ट।
Can I start?
आप लोगों ने हिंदी में भी प्रेजेंट किया, तो भी आपने बहुत मेहनत की है, सब दिख रहा है मुझे। यस।
And can I start with your permission?
I won't give individual permission.
Okay. Ritu, can you make me co-host?
Done.
Jajnan everyone. My topic is insight to Sri Bhuvale. I was so fascinated to know about this scripture because of many things. One of the things was it is not very easy to read this scripture. And one more important thing was like when we talk about modern computer science technology, this Shastra, which was written almost 1,000 years ago, contains those cryptographic methods which are used in modern computer science. So to begin with, I'll tell you a brief summary about this scripture. It was written by Acharya Kumarendu roughly more than 1,000 years ago, who is believed to be contemporary of Rashtrakuta dynasty. And it was only in some 70 years back, a person called Yalappa Shastri bring it to everyone's notice, and it took him 30 years to decrypt and to understand how to read the scripture. And some copy of that original are they are there in National Archives, New Delhi. They are preserved there. So basically, about the structure, if I tell, the Sri Bhuvale Shastra, it contains khand, 9 khand are there, and each khand contains many adhyay, and adhyay contains chakra, which are in numeral format, numbers format. So out of these 9 khand, only first Mangal Pravrit is available, and rest of are not yet available in public domain. They are preserved with some of the people in Karnataka. It is believed that. And now coming to the main content, the scripture is in this format. There are numerals from 1 to 64. Each number correspond to a letter, like 1 correspond to A, 2 correspond to A, like that. The 64 phonetic letters, which are possible ways of numbers, which can come, possible letters which can come from a throat. Those are 64 phonetic letters. So it is in form of this 727 by 27 matrix. So it contains 729 numerals, numbers. And Acharya Kumarendu has tried different ways. So he divided those matrix into 9 sub-matrices that I have told. It is this 27 by 27 is called chakra, and these 9 by 9 are called upchakra. So when I read this chakra, the output comes like this in terms of letters. So numbers are converted to letters. That is a way to read the scripture. So what is a way to read? This method is called Bandh. So one such method is I have shown here is Navmang Bandh. So in this order it will be read. First this letter will be read. After this letter will be read. After this letter, like this, in this pattern it will be read. And one more such thing is Shankh Bandh. So like in this manner it will be read. First this letter, then this letter. There are multiple ways in which a chakra can be read. And like I told in the beginning, like number correspond to a letter. 1 is correspond to 2 correspond to like that. 28 correspond to ka. So it is kind of an encryption. Which it is called cryptography in modern science. And likewise for Devanagari, Kannada, Brahmi, any other languages we can encode and we can read also. One example I have seen, this small table which we see, it's a 9 by 9 matrix. Using this Shreni Bandh, the output comes like this. Like we can see, it is the output when we read in this pattern. We write the numbers, we write the corresponding numbers, and for corresponding numbers, we write the letters, and this is the output. I mean to say, for this block, this is the output, like it is read. So coming to the Mool Sahitya. So there are 2 parts of it. There is one Mool Sahitya. The figure which is shown here shows the actual Kannada numerals. This scripture was written in Kannada only. So the original scripture contains Kannada numerals. So Kannada, it looks like this, which is shown in this figure. So this, and there are two things. One is Mool Sahit, which is received from this chakra. So when we convert those numbers to letters, the Mool Sahitya will come. What that Mool Sahit contains, the first part I have told here is the canonical principle. It shows the various Jain Siddhant. I have given some examples for it. One such topic discussed here is Pushpa Ayurveda. So the important thing in Pushpa Ayurveda, there is some research paper also which is published in this domain. The important part to note here is he told some 18,000 flowers which are without pollen, which can be used to treat a person in Ayurveda. So very important thing to note here is that. Some other things like Atma Siddhi, Rasmani Siddhi, he has talked about these. I have taken only a few topics. So this is the primary content which we get from converting numbers to letters. And there is second part is Antar Sahit. So the primary content which we get, and we take some letters and we apply some methods. We get Antar Sahit. So I'll tell you about that Antar Sahit in brief here. So one such example is Tattvartha Sutra. When we apply, it is mentioned that in one of the example, when we apply that some of the, it is called Ashwagati in this case. When we apply Ashwagati, we get 33rd and 34th Gatha of Tattvartha Sutra. So like reading some words or letters in between from the Mool Shastra. Another example which I have given is verses of Samaysar. So that second chapter, which is some part of it is available, Shrutavatar. When we take the first letter of each verse, we get the Gathas of Samaysar. Like you can see, Vanditu Sabha Siddhi. So this is called Antar Sahitya. From the primary Mool Sahitya, we are getting the Antar Sahitya. So this is the Antar Sahitya, type of Antar Sahitya, that we are getting verses of popular renowned Jain scriptures. Apart from it, it also contains some other, it's like 5 languages, Gita, one by Rishabdev, one by Neminath Bhagwan, one by Krishna. All these we get. So one such example it is given. Like if we read in proper some it is called Sakramvarti. Like in one particular format, we get Prakrit Gatha. And in Akramvarti, in not in a proper format, we take random letters. It comes out to be in Sanskrit format. So we get language things from different languages also. So it is called Sarva Bhasha Mai Kannada Kavya. Like some examples I have written from Mool Sahitya, we get Antar Sahit, which is in Prakrit, Grivan, Telugu, Tamil, Abhransh, Sursani, Ardhmagdi, Magdi, Pali. So like that, it contains 18 major languages and 700 dialects. So it is a multilingual scripture. So Acharya Kumarindu has creatively added content from various languages, various scriptures, Jain scriptures, non-Jain scriptures. And I have talked about some, I'll be talking about some unique features about the Shastra. The way he has used permutation combinations, in which he told that 64, the very important thing here is there are 64 Mool Vand, basic phonetic letters which come from our throat. So the possible types of languages will be 2 to the power 64. He has proved that. And the possible number of words will be a 92-digit number. So whatever the words we have in all the languages will be subset of this. So
Please conclude, Robin. You can't go
so
on.
He discusses about set theory. He discusses about metric uses and magic square use. There are a lot of mathematics concept involved in this, and also some of the computer science concept like integrity checksum, stenography, visual cryptography, the modern computer science which they are using. And whatever I have learned from this Kun Gyanpeeth in Indore. So they have set up a small center called Sri Bhuvale Shodh and Prashikshan Kendra. I got training from engineer Nil Kumar Jain, and they have also conducted several conferences. They have several literature also which is available. And future scope is whatever the content which is not available with us, we should try to get that. And also I will be working with them to develop a software to decode the content. I have mentioned about that software also, whatever I'm working on. So that will be continued even after the dissertation. So overall, I found that whatever we claim that computer science engineer that they have done recently in last 50 years.
Conclude. You're losing mark.
But when we see such scriptures which were written 1,000 years ago, we can say like Jain mathematics, the Acharya were a great mathematicians also. So whatever we see now was developed very long back, just that we are not aware of it. And just because of the complexity, people are not like, they don't take interest in this, but it is very interesting and there are a lot of scope to decode the data, whatever is available and whatever the content we can get from it. So there are many more things which can be done. Thank you, ma'am.
Robin, I want to know why was the Sri Bhuvalaya written?
Why was it in, ma'am?
What was the reason to write this text? Not by you, by that author.
I believe that he himself had the knowledge of Jain principles. So he tried to insert that, and whatever the knowledge he had with respect to the science, mathematics, and the science which we say computer science, he had already had that information. He just wanted to present it and keep it in the encrypted form. And some people in Karnataka, they did not want it to commit out to the modern, to the world. So somehow Yellappa Shastri managed to get it. Otherwise, it was not available in public domain for most of the time.
Okay. How many pages dissertation you have done? You have submitted. I've got your copy.
Yes, ma'am. 47 pages.
How much is by you and how much is taken from other sources?
Ma'am, most of the content is in Hindi language. So I have mostly translated, annotated and translated.
No PhD is done on the topic?
And one person by the name Gaurav Jain, he is doing PhD in Delhi.
He's doing now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, if somebody is already doing it, you should not duplicate it. You should do interdisciplinary and do it.
Ma'am, my task is to create software which will be helpful for any research fellow. That I will be continuing even after dissertation.
Okay. All the best. All the best.
Thank you.
Good. And please conduct a Sri Bhuvalaya workshop.
Sure,
learn, train yourself, and you become an expert in it and come and teach sometime in the department.
Sure, ma'am. Sure.
Okay. Yes, anybody else? It's 1 o'clock. 1:30 we close.
Anand Lakshmi, ma'am.
Yes, and please don't take more than 4 minutes now.
Yeah, ma'am. Ma'am, Jai Jinendra, ma'am. Jai Jinendra to everyone. My dissertation topic is spirituality behind Bhaktamar. Ma'am, I am yet to submit the dissertation, ma'am, but just Viva was I will do now, ma'am.
No. When are you planning to submit?
I'm not. I'll try before 13. Otherwise, in November I will submit, ma'am. Okay. So my dissertation is Bhaktamar. The need of the study is because Bhaktamar is nowadays it is Vivaharnaya. They are taking us distance. Tamillayum konjam solra ma'am, because na Tamilla konjam எழுதியிருக்கேன். கொஞ்சம் இப்ப இருக்க வேகமான காலகட்டத்துல நம்மளோட கஷ்டம் போக்குறதுக்காகவும் நமக்கு நல்ல பல நோய் நொடியில இருந்து தப்பிக்கிறதுக்காக இந்த பக்தாம ஸ்துதியை எல்லாரும் இப்போதைக்கு பயன்படுத்திக்கிட்டு இருக்காங்க. ஆனா அதுக்கு பின்னாடி இருக்கிற ஸ்பிரிச்சுவாலிட்டி என்ன அப்படிங்கறத பத்தின நோக்கம் தான் என்னோட இந்த டெசர்டேஷனோட டாபிக். ஆய்வு நோக்கம் வந்து ஸ்பிரிச்சுவாலிட்டி பிஹைண்ட் பக்தாமர். Tracing the philosophy in Bhaktamar is my topic of a dissertation. அது படி பார்க்கும்போது பக்தாமர் டெசர்டேஷன் நான் எடுக்கிறதுக்கு மேம் ஒரு ரீசன், நான் இதுக்கு முன்னாடி பக்தாமர் ஸ்லோகத்தை வந்து நான் படிச்சது இல்லை. இப்ப படிக்கும்போது அது விவகார நயத்தா படிக்காம நிச்சய நோக்குல படிக்கிறதுக்கான ஒரு வாய்ப்பு இந்த டெசர்டேஷன் பண்றபடி எனக்கு கிடைச்சிருக்கு. அதுல பார்க்கும்போது ஃபர்ஸ்ட் என்னோட ஆய்வு டெசர்டேஷன் டிசைன் வந்து 3 சாப்டர்ஸா இருக்கு. ஒன்னு வந்து ஃபர்ஸ்ட் சாப்டர் வந்து ரைட் faith, and second is right contact and right knowledge and right contact. இந்த வழியில வந்து ஃபர்ஸ்ட் 1 to 7 ஸ்லோகத்துல வந்து மானத்துங்க ஆச்சாரியார் வந்து வசந்த திலகா சந்தத்துல எழுதியிருக்காரு இந்த பாட்டை. அதுல 1 to 7ல வந்து பக்தியை பத்தி எழுதியிருக்காரு. பக்தி எப்படி இருக்கணும் அப்படின்னு எழுதியிருக்காரு. அந்த பக்தி வந்து பரம பக்தியா இருக்கணும் அப்படிங்கறத மீன் பண்ணியிருக்காரு. அந்த நோக்குல தான் வந்து ஃபர்ஸ்ட் 7 ஸ்லோகமா இருக்கு. நெக்ஸ்ட் 8 to 27 ஸ்லோகாஸ் வந்து இஸ் இன்சிஸ்டிங் ஆன் கியான், நல்ல ஞானத்தை பத்தியும், அதுக்கப்புறம் ஒரு 28ல இருந்து 34 வரைக்கும் அஷ்ட பிராத்திகாரிய பத்தியும், 38ல இருந்து பாக்கி இருக்க ஸ்லோகத்துல குட் கான்டாக்ட பத்தி சொல்லியிருக்கார். கடைசியா அவர் முடிக்கும் போது மோட்சத்தை பத்தி சொல்லியிருக்கார். இதுல இருந்தே நமக்கு வந்து ஸ்பிரிச்சுவாலிட்டி முதல்ல மும்மொழிகளும் தெரிஞ்சிருந்தா மோட்சம் நிச்சயங்கிற பாயிண்ட அவர் வந்து இன்சிஸ்ட் பண்ணியிருக்கார். இதுதான் என்னோட கன்க்ளூஷனா கொண்டு வந்திருக்கேன். இதுல ஒவ்வொரு ஸ்லோகத்திலயும் மானத்துங்க ஆச்சாரியார் வந்து ஸ்பிரிச்சுவாலிட்டி ரியல் நிச்சய நோக்குல எந்த நிலையில அவரோட பாவம் இருக்கணும், பக்தி எப்படி இருக்கணும் அப்படிங்கறத பத்தியும், அதுக்கப்புறம் வந்து கேவல் கியான் எப்படி இருக்கணும் அப்படிங்கறது ஒவ்வொரு உமை முதல் 2 லைன் வந்து பகவானோட குணநலங்களையும் மகிமையையும் சொல்லிட்டு அடுத்த 2 லைன்ல வந்து அதுக்கு ஒரு எக்ஸாம்பிள் ஓமானத்தை கொடுத்து நமக்கு புரிய வச்சிருக்காரு. சோ அதுல இருந்து நம்ம வந்து ஸ்பிரிச்சுவாலிட்டி என்ன சொல்லியிருக்காருங்கிறது நமக்கு தெரிய வருது. ஆக்சுவலா இந்த ஸ்லோகம் படிக்கும் போது நாம ஒரு வேலை பண்ணிட்டே இது ஸ்துதியா பண்ணாம இதுவே ஒரு தியானம் மாதிரி பண்ணும்போது பக்தாமர அப்படிங்கறதே நமக்கு தெரியுது. பக்தனை வந்து அமர நிலைக்கு உயர்த்துற ஸ்லோகம் தான் பக்தாமர ஸ்லோகம் அப்படிங்கிறது தெரியுது. முடிக்கும் போது மோட்சத்துலதான் முடிக்கிறார். அதனால இந்த பக்தாமர ஸ்தோத்திரமே ஒரு ஜினவாணியோ ஆகமத்துக்கு படிக்கிறதுக்கு ஏத்த அதுக்கான வழிமுறையே தான் இதுல சொல்லி இருக்கிறாரு. அதனால இது ஸ்துதி வடிவத்துல இருக்கிறதுனால அந்த பாவத்தோடையும் பக்தி பூர்வத்தோடையும் நம்ம பண்ணும்போது இதுவே வந்து நமக்கு மோட்ச லட்சுமியை கொடுக்கக்கூடிய ஒரு ஸ்தோத்திரமாக இருக்குது. இதுதான் மேடம் என்னோட கன்க்ளூஷன். நான் இதை வந்து உங்களுக்கு சப்மிட் பண்ணுவேன்.
Madam, you have told what we have taught you. What will be your contribution, ma'am?
ஒவ்வொரு ஸ்லோகத்திலயும் அந்த மெசேஜ் கான்ட்ரிபியூஷன் எடுக்கிறேன் மேம். அது ஒண்ணும் இப்ப அது கொஞ்சம் படிச்சது சொல்லட்டுமா மேம்? ஏன்னா ஒவ்வொரு ஸ்லோகத்துக்கும் மெசேஜ் வந்து என்ன ஸ்பிரிச்சுவாலிட்டி இருக்கு. இப்ப ஒரு கேவல் கியானே சொல்லி பகவான் வந்து நமக்குள்ளேயும் கேவல் கியான் இருக்கு. ஆனா அந்த கேவல் கியான் வந்து க்ஷயோபம் கேவல் கியானா இருக்கும் போதுதான் வெளியில அப்பப்ப வந்துட்டு போகுது. இதுவே வந்து பகவானோட கேவல் கியான் ஷாய் சமயத்துவத்துல இருக்கு அப்படிங்கிற ஒரு ஸ்லோகம் வந்து ஒரு ஸ்லோகத்துல அவர் சொல்லியிருக்காரு மேம். அந்த மாதிரி ஒவ்வொரு ஸ்லோகத்துக்கு பின்னாடியும் மானத்துங்க ஆச்சாரியார் ஒவ்வொரு மெசேஜ் கொடுக்குறாரு. அதே மாதிரி ஒரு விளக்கோடு நம்மள கம்பேர் பண்றாரு, சூரியனோட கம்பேர் பண்றாரு. சூரியன் வந்து இப்ப இங்க இருக்க சூரியனை வந்து கம்பேர் பண்ணும்போது ஒரு லிமிட்டெட் ஏரியாவுக்கு தான் வந்து அந்த வந்து ஒளி கொடுக்குது. ஆனா கேவல் கியான் அடைஞ்ச பகவான் வந்து அவரோட கியான் வந்து உலகத்துக்கும் கொடுக்குற அந்த கியான் எப்படி இருக்குங்கிறத வந்து அந்த தத்துவத்தை நமக்கு ஜெயின சித்தாந்தத்துல இருக்க அந்த தத்துவத்தை ஃபுல்லா சொல்லியிருக்காரு. இது வெறும் ஸ்துதி கிடையாது, பகவானோட ஜெயின தத்துவங்கள் உள்ளடக்கிய ஸ்துதியாக இருக்கு அப்படிங்கிற மாதிரி ஒவ்வொரு ஸ்லோகத்திலயும் இருக்கு மேம். அதை நான் வந்து எழுதி உங்களுக்கு கொடுக்குறேன் மேம்.
Okay, all the best, ma'am.
Okay, thank you ma'am.
All the best. Next.
Thank you मैडम. किसी को बाकी?
प्रगति जी है वो,
और मेरा भी बाकी है मैडम. मैं 5 मिनट में खत्म कर दूं कि लास्ट में करूं?
नहीं आप कर लेना, प्रगति जी का होस्ट बनाए रहे.
हाँ ठीक है.
Pragati,
thank you ma'am. Thank you ma'am.
Abhinandan, Komal, Anita, Rekha, Yogita.
Yes ma'am.
ना इतने लोग पेंडिंग है.
मैम आप आज आउट ऑफ स्टेशन जा रहे हो तो वापस कब आ रहे हो?
13 तारीख को सुबह.
ए भाई
वापस 16 को सुबह में निकल रही हूँ. I'll come back.
मैम तो अगर चेक करवाना है तो
I'm not
I will
available.
be completing by day after ma'am.
I'm not available.
Yeah.
I'm not available, dear.
मैडम मेरा तो कंप्लीट मैंने भेज.
13th you can catch me in the university, that's all. 13th or 15th. 15th I'll be in the university.
Yeah, Jai Jinan ma'am.
Please keep it brief, all of you. I have
Yeah,
lot of.
Ma'am, am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, Jai Jinan everyone. My topic is mathematics in Jain sacred text.
Why don't you switch on your video? We won't listen to you otherwise.
Oh, okay, ma'am. Just a minute. Yeah, my topic is mathematics in Jain sacred texts. So need for the study, as we know that Jain mathematics play a very significant role in Indian mathematics. So to make awareness what actually Jain mathematics is, who are Jain mathematicians, what are mathematical texts in Jainism. So all these include in this dissertation. So moreover, the one thing is very important. As I teach mathematics, so I found that the roots of modern mathematics lie in Jain scriptures. So it is very need that we should understand the Jain mathematics. And the important thing is it's not possible to understand Jain agams completely without knowing the concept of mathematics, particularly Jain mathematics. So the objectives are to know about Jain mathematics and the purpose of development of mathematics in Jain sacred texts, to explore the mathematical contents available in Jain sacred texts, and to know the mathematical contribution of Jain acharyas. So in Ganitsar Sangrah of Mahaviracharya, chapter 1, verse 16 says that Bahubhivi pralapahi kim trilokya sacharachare yat kidam chidvastu tatsarvam ganitem bina nahi. That means whatever existing or non-existing is not possible to understand without the help of mathematics. The another verse of Ratnakar Chavrakacharya says that Lehayavo ganiha pahano. That means all scriptures are full of mathematics. So in Thanam, it is described 10 mathematical topics, which are divided broadly into two categories, worldly and para-worldly mathematics. So some terminologies are there: Parikarma, Vyavahar, Rajju, Rashi, Kala, Savan, Javat, Tavat, Varga, Ghan, Varga, Varga, and Kalpa, Vikalpa. So in modern mathematics, we can understand as you've seen here in the slide. So my findings are, what is actually the purpose of Jain acharyas to develop mathematics? Actually, they were not mathematicians, but they used mathematics as a tool to carry out, to find actually the locate three-wise cosmological features, descriptions, to calculate area, length, and volume of the various portions of Jambudvip, Lokakash, and so on. To find the types of karmas, their nature, sections, subsections. A wide theory of karmas contain mathematics. To choose a suitable location and time for religious rites, such as Diksha and Pratishtha. To establish logical facts and reject opposing viewpoints. न्याय के उसमें भी हमने देखा है, न्याय ग्रंथों में भी मैथमेटिक्स को यूज किया है. So these were the actually reasons to develop mathematics in Jain scriptures. So my contribution in this, I have given in this dissertation that I have provided the complete list of mathematicians. I could not say the complete. There may be a chance that some more mathematicians could be added in the list, but 101 Jain mathematicians I have included along with their mathematical text, and what mathematical content is present in those scriptures I have inserted it in the list. So this is my contribution, madam. So thank you all. Thank you.
Pragati, definitely इस topic पे PhD हो चुकी है.
Yes, ma'am.
What is your contribution? आपका क्या नया है?
Ma'am, I have
हो चुकी है.
Ma'am, I have enumerated the list 101 Jain mathematicians along with their treatises and along what mathematical contents are available in those scriptures.
What do you plan to do?
This list is not mentioned anywhere. Like 101, I have extended up to 86 already. 86 mathematicians have already been included in the earlier work, but I am giving 101 Jain mathematicians in my dissertation.
86 plus 14, 15.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
So only 15 is your finding. 86 already done, no?
Already done, but not in a complete form, ma'am. Like what type of mathematical content is available in those scriptures? It was not mentioned there.
You are already a PhD, no, Pragati?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yeah. Acharya Visen and his mathematical contribution. I worked on Dhabla text.
You've done
Acharya Visen, yeah. Mathematical contribution of Acharya Visen.
Okay. ठीक है. I'm not an expert on the subject. but however, I enjoyed your presentation. All the best for more work.
Yeah, thanks a lot, ma'am. Thanks a lot. Yeah, ma'am, did you receive my dissertation?
I think I have received it.
Okay,
I think
thank
I
you.
have received it, yeah.
Thank you, thank you.
हाँ सुरील जी अब कर सकते हैं आप।
मैम मैं थोड़ा जय जिनेंद्र मैडम क्या
हाँ बोलो सुरेल बोलो।
हाँ
Next
मैडम
speaker.
मैं 2 मिनट में बोल देता हूँ कि मैंने संवेग रंगशाला में न्यू टाइप से किया है, जिसमें जो पुरानी पुस्तक है उसमें सब गच के बारे में ज्यादातर लिखा गया है। तो मैंने इसमें प्रयत्न किया है कि दोनों सेक्ट के लोग सब पढ़ सके। तो उसमें ऐसा है कि महावीर स्वामी के समय की स्टोरी है और किंग महासेन है जो दीक्षा लेते हैं और गौतम स्वामी उनको आराधना बताते हैं कि ऐसे आराधना करोगे तो समाधि पाओगे। मतलब हम जो ये पढ़ रहे हैं उसमें हमें आगे बढ़ के समाधि को प्राप्त करना है। और उसमें गौतम स्वामी उनको 3 प्रकार की आराधना बताते हैं, जो जर्नल जो मतलब सामान्य आराधना है, दर्शन ज्ञान चारित्र तप के बारे में, और स्पेशल अगर अचानक कोई मृत्यु आ जाती है उस समय पे क्या करना, और आगे की ब्रीफ मतलब डिटेल में हमें बताना है कि एक बार दीक्षा लेने के बाद क्या क्या करना और दीक्षा लेने के पहले क्या करना और नॉर्मल लोगों को भी क्या करना। वो स्टेज वाइज दिखाया गया है कि जैसे कि ज्ञान में हमें ये पढ़ना चाहिए, तप में ये करना चाहिए, वो तो सब समझते हैं, मगर बाद में उसकी 4 द्वार में ऐसा दिखाया गया है कि हम अगर ये स्टेज में है तो आगे जाने के लिए हमें हर एक उसके पिलर से उसको साधना पड़ेगा। जैसे कि पहला है परिक्रमा द्वार, जो लास्ट में ऐसा बताती है कि हमें आत्मस्थ होना है और उसके 15 पिलर है। वो 15 पिलर में से एक भी पिलर सर्वविरत और देश विरत में नहीं होगा तो वो आगे का जो पिलर है वो नहीं जा पाएगा। फिर पर गर्भ संक्रमण, उसमें नए शरीर से मैंने आजकल के जो सेक्स वाइज होते हैं कि अगर अलग अलग सेक्स के होते हैं तो लोग सोचते हैं कि मुझे ये अच्छे नहीं है बुरे हैं, तो उसको भी हमें साधना है। और तीसरा जो द्वार है वो ममत्व विच्छेद, तो पहला दूसरा और तीसरा करने के बाद ही वो मोक्ष मार्ग का दरवाजा खोल सकता है और समाधि को प्राप्त कर सकता है। तो उसमें वो डिटेल्ड हर एक चीज दी गई है। मैंने उसको एक तरीके से सिंपल तरीके से इंग्लिश में सीधा ब्रीफ कर दिया है मैडम, क्योंकि ये बुक इंग्लिश में कहीं पे नहीं है। और मैंने प्राकृत के लिए पंडित किशन गोलेच्छा जैन की मदद ली है, क्योंकि जितने भी गुजराती और हिंदी भी है उसमें आपको ये डिटेल ब्रीफ नहीं मिलेगा। तो सिंपल सा बताया कि और इसमें स्व गच और पर गच का मैंने लिखा है कि स्व मतलब सोल और पर मतलब पर द्रव्य, मतलब ऐसा नहीं कि मेरे गच का है मेरे सेट का है, वैसा नहीं। और उसके बाद मैंने समाधि लाभ द्वार के बारे में बताया, जिसमें 9 उसके पेटा द्वार है और कैसे जल्दी से जल्दी हम समाधि प्राप्त करें और वो समाधि के बाद हमें जल्दी ही हम मोक्ष में जा सके, वैसी महासेन मुनि की पूरी कथा है इसमें। तो हम वैसे ही हमें ये करना चाहिए। और मेरा कंक्लूजन ऐसा ही है कि हम सबको एक बार जल्दी में पढ़ लेनी चाहिए, क्योंकि 400 पेज की पुस्तक है, 47 पेज में पूरा किया है। और इसमें कोई सेक्ट मतलब कोई धर्म ऐसा नहीं लगता है, यूनिवर्सल है मैडम।
पहले तो सब लोगों को टाइटल का मीनिंग समझाओ तो जरा।
हाँ, टाइटल का मीनिंग मैं समझाना चाहता हूँ। द ब्रीफ इंट्रोडक्शन ऑफ संवेग रंगशाला। संवेग रंगशाला मतलब हिंदी में रफ्तार, और वैसे हिंदी में अभिलाषा भी बोलते हैं, और मोक्ष की संवेग भावना। संवेग रंगशाला मतलब एक हम जिस जिंदगी में है जो साला है, मतलब जैसे हम जिंदगी में जी रहे हैं रोज, तो ये संसार की रंगशाला है। संसार के रंगों में हम डूबे हुए हैं। अब हमें जाना है ऐसी मोक्ष में जिसके साथ संवेग भी है। तो हम संसार से संवेग के माध्यम से हम जल्दी से जल्दी मोक्ष माला में जा सकते हैं। उसका टर्मिनोलॉजी यूज किया है संवेग रंगशाला, क्योंकि रंग में रंग जाएंगे संवेग के और बाद में हम मोक्ष में चले जाएंगे फटाफट। तो हमें जैसे आराधना फटाफट करनी, ये पढ़ लिया, ये पुस्तक पढ़ लिया, मैंने ये कर लिया, मैंने ये डिसर्टेशन किया, मैंने खत्म, जल्दी खत्म कर दो, जल्दी जल्दी आगे चले जाओ और मोक्ष में चले जाइए। ऐसा यहाँ पे समाधि का लेवल बताया, जल्दी जल्दी समाधि। जैसे कि इसमें एक बहुत जबरदस्त फैक्ट है, देखो अभी हम प्लान कर रहे हैं कि हम 5 साल के बाद कुछ होगा नहीं, मगर कल हो गया तो क्या करेंगे। तो कल के लिए हमने ये बताया कि सुकुशल मुनि, फिर उनके बारे में बताया। अगर दीक्षा नहीं ली तो भी क्या करेंगे अभी अभी, तो वैसी समता हमें जल्दी जल्दी ला देनी है। नहीं तो क्या होगा, हम परसों की बातें करें और कल हो गया तो क्या करेंगे? इसे कल भी हमें प्रिपेयर ही, अभी भी प्रिपेयर 13-21 हुई, 1-21 को भी हम तैयार है कि जल्दी से जल्दी ये हो गया, समाधि समाधि हो गया, हम कहीं पे पहुंच गए, जल्दी जल्दी हो गया। तो टूक
बट
समय
मैं
में
वाइवा मेरे साथ जो होगा वो मेरे वाइवा के बाद होगा।
तो ये मैडम जानने की कोशिश है कि जल्दी, मतलब हमें कितनी अंदर से तीव्र अभिलाषा है वो दिखाने की कोशिश है। और जल्दी जल्दी ऐसे पिलर बना दो, जैसे एक महल है, महल में इतने 15 पिलर है, फिर उसको जोड़ने के लिए कनेक्टिंग पिलर है। अगर फिर हम दरवाजा खोलना चाहते हैं तो मोहम्मद वो, और तो मतलब फर्स्ट सेकंड थर्ड तीन हमें वो द्वार है उसको हटा दो और फिर सीधे से अंदर चले जाओ और सीधा हमें समाधि मिल जाए तो हमारा काम हो जाए बस। क्योंकि फिर हम ऐसा नहीं सोच सकते कौन से गचकाओं में क्या हूं मैं, कहाँ कौन से तीर्थंकर में हूँ, वो भी नहीं सोच सकते। हमें जल्दी से यही सोचना है कि मैं प्योर सोल हूँ, मुझे जल्दी जाना है, मैं यहाँ पे खड़ा हूँ और मैं यहाँ पे हूँ।
सुरेल, आपके डिसर्टेशन में कितना जल्दी जल्दी वर्ड है?
Like fast food, like fast moksha, ma'am.
नहीं मैडम, इतना तो नहीं है। मैंने मैं संवेगी की बात कर रहा था, संवेगी। उसमें मैंने एक स्टोरी भी लिखी है। मैं छोटा था तो मैं जाता था, तो वहां पे एक संवेग की उपास रही था। संवेग की उपास रही के मैं दिमाग से लेता, ये संवेग क्या है, संवेग क्या है, संवेग क्या है। तो मैंने उसके लिए अपने पूर्वजों को सबका मैंने अभिवादन भी किया है कि उन्होंने मुझे ये दिला, ये संवेग की उपास रही है, तो हम संवेग को जानना चाहिए और जल्दी से मोक्ष में जाना चाहिए। थोड़ी इंग्लिश मैडम मैंने बराबर करने की कोशिश की है, बहुत ट्राई किया है, मगर फिर भी अभी मैं ट्राई करूंगा उसमें इंग्लिश सेट करने का, क्योंकि नहीं तो अंदर से बराबर ट्राई किया है कि ये है ऐसा अंदर।
यही तो मार खा जाता है इंडिया।
हाँ कोई
लैंग्वेज
बात नहीं
स्किल्स,
मैडम, हाँ हो
प्रेजेंटेशन
जाएगा मैडम, हो
स्किल्स,
जाएगा। हाँ
राइटिंग स्किल्स,
यस यस यस
टेक्नोलॉजी स्किल्स, है ना? सब स्किल सेट होगा तो ही अच्छा एक काम हो सकता है।
यस मैडम, इसीलिए मैंने हर एक का सुना धीरे धीरे। मैंने अब बोला फास्ट इतना, इसलिए मैंने लास्ट में लिया, क्योंकि
अभी
सबने
मैं
हो गया
जल्दी
फास्ट, अब
जल्दी
समाधि
जल्दी
आ गई, समाधि आ गई, हम सबका मोक्ष।
मैं जल्दी आपको मार्क्स दे देती हूँ। ठीक है, चलो। संवेग मतलब सम्यक वेग, in the
Yes,
right direction, and that you have told through pillars and all that, and Acharya has written a book. Very good. And Suril also can do a PhD. Gujarat तो गढ़ है जैनिज्म का, अहमदाबाद, गुजरात, बहुत सारी यूनिवर्सिटीज है, और भी लोगों को एडमिशन दिला देना।
मैडम पक्का पक्का।
ठीक है, चलो next. I will be here only for another half an hour, otherwise I'll leave off the class. I cannot sit. I have lot of work pending. अब आज ही मैं पैकिंग कर रही हूँ।
किसी को करना है, मैं कर लूं
please.
या आपको करना? अनीता जी करना?
जिसका बाकी है जल्दी करो।
हाँ करो जल्दी जल्दी।
इसको आप खत्म करो ना।
अच्छा मैं करूँ?
कोई भी करो। अनीता started, I think.
हाँ अनीता जी कर लीजिए।
Okay, thank you, Ritu. Jai Jinendra ma'am, Jai Jinendra everyone. My dissertation topic is about Samayik. मतलब Samayik में तो मतलब ये डिसर्टेशन करने से मुझे एक चीज समझ में आई मैम, सम्यक ज्ञान दर्शन चरितानी मोक्ष मार्ग। मतलब एक समय करने से 3 ही एप्लीकेशन हो जाते हैं। मतलब एक समय इन 48 मिनट्स जारी से ज्ञान आचार, दर्शन आचार, तप आचार एंड 4 धर्म की प्रभाव। मतलब धर्म 4 प्रकार का धर्म आराधना होता है, मतलब सम्मान धर्म, शील धर्म, तप धर्म एंड भाव धर्म। और विवाद संकेत के 5 लक्षण। मतलब क्विक से प्रोसेस करना है तो एक समय 48 मिनट में सम, वेग, निर्वेद, अनुकंपा, रास्ता। फिर मतलब मेरा जो डिसर्टेशन टॉपिक में उसमें मैं 7-8 चैप्टर्स है। समय कैसी करनी चाहिए, क्यों करनी चाहिए, किसके लिए करनी चाहिए, कब करनी चाहिए, और समय में क्या नहीं करना चाहिए। और समय के एक ऐसा ब्रिज है सम्यक दर्शन के लिए, एक ऐसी साधना है निर्विचार निर्विकार एंड निष्प्रतिक्रिया। और समय से ही मोहनीय कर्म की मतलब मोहनीय कर्म डिस्ट्रॉय होता है, क्योंकि तो समय में ममत्व भाव का त्याग होता है। यही चीज अपने को मोक्ष तक लेके जाती है समय। और जितने भी तीर्थंकर और सिद्ध परमात्मा हुए सिद्ध अवस्था में वे सब समय साधना करके ही मोक्ष गए। तो समय की बेसिक अंतिम मतलब पहला वो है कि मोक्ष के लिए। और मैं मेरे डिसर्टेशन में मतलब प्यूरिफिकेशन ऑफ थॉट्स ड्यूरिंग समय, मतलब एक एक सूत्र बोलते हैं, बट वी नोइंगली अनोइंगली तब के 12 बेस कंप्लीट करते हैं उसके अंदर। मतलब थोड़ी देर के लिए अनशन, उन्नोदरी, रत्न परित्याग, गति संक्षेप, और शरीर का कायाकलिश करते हैं, प्रतिसंहिता करते हैं, विनय भाव करते हैं, जिन आज्ञा का पालन करने से वयावृत करते हैं, और कायसक से अपने शरीर के ऊपर ममत्व का त्याग करते हैं। मतलब ये पूरा एक समय करते तो पूरा एक तप की आराधना होती है। एंड इन कंक्लूजन मुझे एक बात वो लगी कि श्रद्धा, शुद्ध चरित्र और the 3 types of samaic drops of successful in life. In order to successful in any subject, we should have faith in related subject. Our knowledge should be complete in that subject, and its implementation should come in the right way. These three words are capable of answering any question. If we want to reach any destination, then carry these 3 words: faith, knowledge, and conduct. Thank you.
ठीक है अनीता, I saw your work. I never expected Anita could also come up with such a fine topic and comparison. Very nicely she told when she came down to my place कि सामायिक में एक सामायिक में आपको रत्नत्रय की आराधना हो सकती है, दानशील तब भाव आ सकता है, पंचाचार आ सकता है, और क्या बोले थे आप, 7 प्रकार के जो भी धर्म या तत्व की भी आराधना हो सकती है. So it's a wonderful, again, there is potential for PhD on this topic also. Okay, so somebody can take it up. What she's done is a very preliminary work, baby step, I will say. Okay, thank you.
Now मैं start करती हूँ मैम. My topic is compilation of relations from Jaina perspective, which is a way of
louder
compilation of relations from
आगे बढ़ो.
हाँ, a way to attain रत्नात्रय. तो अभी रिलेशंस पर डिस्कशन करना या उनका कंपाइलेशन करना, तो एक स्टार्टिंग में ही हमारे माइंड को क्या कहता है, हमारा माइंड की रिलेशंस मतलब जैसे कि मेरा मम्मी से रिलेशन, मेरा फैमिली से रिलेशन, मेरे ये रिलेटिव्स या मेरी पोजेशंस है. बट यहाँ पर जैना पर्सपेक्टिव से इस डिसर्टेशन के अंदर उन रिलेशंस का डिस्कशन नहीं करना है. एक्चुअली जिनागम में जगह जगह पर रिलेशंस के चर्चा है, बट दुर्भाग्य ये है कि हमारी आंखें उसे देख नहीं पाती, और अगर देख भी लेती हैं तो हमारा ज्ञान उसे समझ नहीं पाता, क्योंकि उसके ऊपर कहीं पर एक इस तरह से स्टडी नहीं हुई है कि हमें वो समझाया जाए. एक एक रिलेशन को एज अ फॉर्मूला, एज अ फैक्ट, एज अ सिद्धांत हमें समझाया नहीं गया है. जहां पर जिस रिलेशन की बात आई वहां पर वो रिलेशन समझाया एंड वहां से आगे बात बढ़ गई. तो ये एक समस्या है जिसको सॉल्व करने के लिए ये डिसर्टेशन लिया गया है, एंड इसको फर्दर बहुत स्टडी किया जा सकता है इस पर. नाउ इसमें अगर मैं देखूं तो जब संबंधों के इस डिसर्टेशन को किया तो मैंने ये देखा कि जो न्याय ग्रंथ होते हैं, न्याय ग्रंथों में ही ये फैक्ट्स दिए जाते हैं, और ये जो फैक्ट्स हैं, ये जो संबंध है, ये सभी दर्शनों में यूज किए जाते हैं, बट उनको अलग अलग एंगल से यूज किया जाता है. तो जैना एंगल क्या है उसको जानना हमारे लिए जरूरी है. अब जरूरी क्यों है उसको जानना? जरूरी इसलिए है क्योंकि जो न्याय शास्त्र हैं, हम ये सोचते हैं कि वो द्रव्यानुयोग के आगम क्यों कहे जाते हैं, इस बात का हमें नहीं समझ आता है कभी भी. तो इस स्टडी के बाद मुझे ये समझ आया कि न्याय शास्त्रों में जब जब संबंधों की चर्चा की गई तो उनका फोकस पॉइंट आत्मा था. आत्मा का ज्ञान से संबंध, आत्मा का कर्म से संबंध, आत्मा का अदर चीजों से संबंध, आत्मा का शरीर से संबंध. तो इन संबंधों को समझे बिना आत्मज्ञान नहीं हो सकता, आत्मा का अनुभव नहीं हो सकता. और ये जो संबंध है वो हमें सही एंगल से समझ में आना चाहिए. जैसे कि आत्मा का शरीर से एक क्षेत्र अवगाह संबंध है, आत्मा का ज्ञान से तादात्म्य संबंध है. अब ये जो टेक्निकल वर्ड्स हैं इनकी डिटेल हमें कहाँ से मिलेगी? तो वो अलग अलग ग्रंथों में किस तरह से थोड़ी थोड़ी लाइनें जब मिलती चली गई और उनका कंपाइलेशन किया तो बात समझ में आती है कि ओके हमें कहाँ पर आत्मा का किससे कौन सा रिलेशन फिट करना है, जिससे कि हम सही एंगल में आत्मा के स्वरूप को समझ पाए। अभी तो हम ये भी नहीं समझ पाते कि आत्मा का उसके गुणों से कौन सा संबंध है, उसके पर्यायों से कौन सा संबंध है। तो ये सब ध्यान देने वाली बातें हैं और ये बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक है। इसके बिना हम अगर ये समझते हैं कि हमें चारों अनुयोगों का ज्ञान बहुत अच्छा है, तो ये हमारी थोड़ी गलती रह सकती है अगर हमें संबंधों का नहीं ज्ञान है। नाउ सेकंड थिंग क्या है, हाँ सेकंड थिंग क्या है कि संबंधों की चर्चा से हम किसी के व्यक्तित्व को भी समझ सकते हैं। जैसे कि आचार्य अमृतचंद्र पर एक पीएचडी हुई है, उनका व्यक्तित्व और कृतित्व उत्तम चंद जी ने किया। तो उन्होंने संबंधों की चर्चा देखी कि आचार्य अमृतचंद्र ने अपने शास्त्रों में जो जो उन्होंने लिखे, कहाँ कहाँ पर उन्होंने इस तरह से संबंध यूज किए हैं, ज्ञेय ज्ञायक संबंध, तादात्म्य संबंध, संयोग संबंध, समवाय संबंध। तो उससे उन्होंने उनके व्यक्तित्व को समझाया कि वो बहुत ही बड़े सैद्धांतिक थे, वो बहुत बड़े आध्यात्मिक आचार्य थे, वो बहुत बड़े न्यायज्ञ आचार्य थे। तो जो 1000 साल पहले आचार्य हो चुके, जिनको हमने देखा नहीं है, उनका व्यक्तित्व समझने में संबंध ने हेल्प की है। तो दिस टॉपिक कैन मतलब वो समझा सकता है, किसी इंसान को भी समझा सकता है, उसके ज्ञान के लेवल को समझा सकता है। नाउ सबसे बड़ी बात है कि न्याय शास्त्र हमें कैसे लगते हैं कि उनमें कुछ भी मनोरंजन जैसी चीज नहीं होती, उनमें अध्यात्म नहीं होता, वो नीरस लगते हैं। बट मैंने यहाँ पर ये देखा कि न्याय शास्त्र जो होते हैं वो नीरस नहीं होते। प्रॉब्लम ये है कि हम उस पर स्टडी नहीं करते हैं, या फिर कहीं से कोई भी विद्वान उसको इतना ब्रीफ मतलब इतना ब्रॉड स्टडी हमें नहीं कराई जाती है जितनी की होनी चाहिए। न्याय शास्त्रों को समझना बहुत आसान है, अगर हम उसको समझे तो हमें चारों अनुयोग समझ में आ सकते हैं। फिर हमने ये देखा कि संबंधों की चर्चा चारों अनुयोगों में यूज होती है, ना कि सिर्फ द्रव्यानुयोग में। दैट मीन्स कि ना कि सिर्फ आत्मा के स्वरूप को समझने में, इवन कल्याण कारक शास्त्र में चरणानुयोग में भी समझाया गया है कि जैसे एक व्याप्य व्यापक संबंध होता है, तो उन्होंने कहा कि जो जो मांस होता है वो एक जीव का शरीर होता है, उसे हमें नहीं खाना चाहिए। लेकिन जो जो वृक्ष हैं, फल हैं, फूल हैं, वो जीव का शरीर है बट वो मांस नहीं है। तो किसी ने आर्ग्यू किया कि जब आपने ये कहा कि जो जीव का शरीर है वो मांस होता है, वो तो नहीं खाना चाहिए, तो वृक्ष फल फूल ये सब भी नहीं खाने चाहिए, चाहे वो औषधि के रूप में हो। तो उन्होंने कहा नहीं, व्याप्य व्यापक संबंध लगाओ। व्याप्य व्यापक संबंध ये कहता है कि जो जो मांस है वो जीव का शरीर है, बट जो जो जीव का शरीर है वो मांस हो ऐसा जरूरी नहीं। तो इस तरह से ये एक व्याप्य व्यापक संबंध लगा के ये कंक्लूजन निकाला कि भक्ष्य अभक्ष्य का डिफरेंस हो सकता है, क्या पीना योग्य है क्या नहीं पीने योग्य है, इसका डिफरेंस किया जा सकता है। तो आप ये देखेंगे कि कर्णान योग में आत्मा का कर्मों से क्या संबंध है, ये समझाने के लिए एक क्षेत्र अवगाह संबंध समझाया गया। उसको मतलब ये समझाया गया कि उसको तादात्म्य मत समझ लेना, यानी कि आत्मा के अंदर ऐसे व्याप्त नहीं है जो अलग नहीं हो सकते, वो सिर्फ एक जगह पर रह रहे हैं, अलग हो सकते हैं, दूर हो सकते हैं। तो इस तरह से हम कर्णान योग को समझने के लिए भी हमें संबंधों की बहुत जरूरत है। प्रथमान योग ये समझाता है कि कहाँ पर कौन सा संबंध था, वहां पर आपने वो संबंध नहीं लगाया जहां पर सिर्फ संयोगों का संबंध था परिवार के साथ, वहां पर हमने एक ऐसा संबंध बना लिया कि मैं इनके बिना नहीं और ये मेरे बिना नहीं, इसे अविनाभाव संबंध जैसा लगा लिया। तो यहाँ हमने मिस्टेक की और हमने क्या किया, ट्रांसमाइग्रेशन अनंत काल से। तो यहाँ हम देख रहे हैं कि संबंधों की चर्चा अगर हमने सही से नहीं समझी तो कितना ज्यादा चारों अनुयोगों को समझने में गलती कर देंगे। तो दिस इज मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग। और ध्यान के सूत्र बनाए जा सकते हैं संयोगों संबंधों को, जैसे कि संयोग संबंध शून्यो अहम, मतलब जब संयोग संबंध को समझा तो हम एक ध्यान का सूत्र बना सकते हैं कि संयोग संबंध से मैं शून्य हूं। फिर तादात्म्य संबंध परिपूर्ण अहम, मतलब ज्ञान के साथ मेरा तादात्म्य संबंध है, ऐसा परिपूर्ण तत्व मैं हूं। तो इस तरह से संबंधों को हम ध्यान के सूत्र में भी ले सकते हैं। यू कैन डू मेडिटेशन ऑन संबंध, एवरी संबंध आपको मेडिटेशन का टॉपिक देता है। उसके बाद आप देखेंगे, और सबसे बड़ी प्रॉब्लम ये है कि किसी वेबसाइट पर किसी पर्टिकुलर बुक में हर एक संबंध आपको एक जगह मिल जाए, या बहुत सारे कुछ तो मिल जाए जो मेन है, नहीं मिल पाते हैं। तो ये सब बहुत बड़ी प्रॉब्लम थी, जिस प्रॉब्लम को एक लेवल तक सॉल्व कर पाई हूँ, इसके आगे भी सॉल्व किया जा सकता है। इस स्टडी में मैं अभी तक 80 संबंधों के नाम मिले हैं, उसके आगे भी स्टडी की जाए तो बहुत मिल सकते हैं। अभी तक मिले हैं मुझे 80। उसके बाद ये देख सकते हैं कि जो संबंधों की चर्चा है ना, उसका सबसे बड़ा मुझे एक इंसिडेंट शेयर करना है जो मेरे साथ हुआ, जिसने मुझे मोटिवेट भी किया और जिसने मुझे ये भी बताया कि यस, आई एम ग्रोइंग विद दिस डेजर्टेशन। एक बार क्या हुआ, रिसेंटली वीर सागर जी श्रीमद राजचंद्र जी के आश्रम होके आए कोबा में। उन्होंने ग्रुप में वहां का एक्सपीरियंस शेयर किया कि वहां मैंने देखा कि भगवान मतलब गुरु की भक्ति में ऐसे लोग डूबे हुए हैं और बहुत ही सदाचारी जीवन जी रहे हैं, बहुत ही अच्छा जीवन जी रहे हैं, बहुत ही सात्विक भोजन कर रहे हैं और भक्ति के माध्यम से वो आत्मा की सिद्धि करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, जो कि जिस पर मेरे को क्वेश्चन मार्क भी नहीं है, जो कि सही लग रहा है। और तो मेरा ये क्वेश्चन है कि हमारा पूरा फोकस ज्ञान मार्ग पर रहता है और उनका फोकस भक्ति मार्ग पर है, तो आत्मा की सिद्धि भक्ति मार्ग से है या ज्ञान मार्ग से? ये एक क्वेश्चन उठता है, ये एक डिस्कशन का टॉपिक हो सकता है। तो उस मैसेज को देखकर मैंने फट से एक रिप्लाई किया कि मुझे अपनी डेजर्टेशन में एक जगह ये कंटेंट मिला था कि भक्ति और ज्ञान में अविनाभावी संबंध होता है। जहां जहां भक्ति है वहां वहां ज्ञान होगा, अदरवाइज वो अंध भक्ति है। जहां जहां ज्ञान है वहां वहां भक्ति होगी, अदरवाइज वो शुष्क ज्ञान है। तो अगर कोई भक्ति मार्ग में है तो वो ऑटोमेटिकली ज्ञान मार्ग में है। भक्ति मार्ग सम्यक दर्शन और ज्ञान मार्ग सम्यक ज्ञान है। तो जहां सम्यक दर्शन है वहां सम्यक ज्ञान है, जहां सम्यक ज्ञान है वहां सम्यक दर्शन है। तो एटलीस्ट जैन फिलोसफी इन दो मार्गों को अलग अलग नहीं काउंट कर सकती। तो जब मैंने ये रेफरेंस उनको मैसेज करके भेजा, जब मैंने बुक का रेफरेंस भेजा कि आचार्य समंत भद्री ये कहते हैं कि अगर आप सिर्फ भक्ति मार्ग को बिना ज्ञान के करोगे कि अरिहंत भगवान का स्वरूप आपको नहीं पता और भक्ति किए जा रहे हो, तो आपको आत्मा की सिद्धि नहीं होगी। ऐसे ही कुनकुन आचार्य का रेफरेंस भेजा तो उन्होंने ऐसे ऐसे 3 बार किया। मतलब उनकी तरफ से मुझे इतना अच्छा रिप्लाई मिला और मुझे ये सेटिस्फेक्शन हुआ कि ये डेजर्टेशन मेरे इतना खोल सकती है। सो ये मेरे सारे अचीवमेंट्स हैं, ये मेरी फाइंडिंग्स भी हैं और कंट्रीब्यूशन भी ये है कि मैंने यहाँ तक कंपाइलेशन किया है और इसके आगे भी इसका बहुत ब्रॉड लेवल तक कंपाइलेशन हो सकता है। थैंक यू मैम, और थैंक यू ये टॉपिक मुझे देने के लिए। मेरे को बहुत बहुत खुलासा हुआ है मेरे ज्ञान में, मेरे अनुभव में। थैंक यू मैम।
Okay. First of all, I would like to say something about Ritu's dissertation. She's done it in Hindi and she's done a marvelous work, applying the full research methodology and images, and very systematically she has done it. And I'm happy that I could, when I thought about this topic, I only thought about Ritu.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
I have access to all the literature that I want to explore and I'm not able to explore. So I just took that, she was my extended hand and I told her, please do it. And she's done a very fine job. She's not let me down. And I wish her all the best. And I know for sure that she will be doing a PhD on maybe some other topic PhD. And this topic also, she will do a double PhD or a DLit or whatever it is. She will not be quiet.
Yes,
I know for sure. Others I'll have to motivate, but this girl is self-motivated. And she has a very strong pillar support in Ashish. She should bank on it and no more negative thinking. आगे 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 ही बढ़ना, कुछ भी नेगेटिव आ जाए उसको किनारे करके काम पे फोकस करते हैं, छोटी छोटी बातों को नजरअंदाज करके आगे बढ़ते जाना. एंड यू हैव पोटेंशियल, ऑल ऑफ यू हैव पोटेंशियल. कोई उस पर काम करता है, कोई करना चाहता है, कोई कर नहीं पाता है, वो बात अलग. ठीक है. So it's a nice topic and definitely this topic is unexplored. जैसे कि उसने बताया कि सब जगह पर आपको मिलता है, एक जगह पर नहीं मिलता है. और इन सब संबंधों को the way she is related with so many other topics, that is also very interesting. ठीक है. All the best, Ritu.
Thank you, ma'am.
Next. See you.
Yogita.
Yes, Yogita. Last person, right? Bharat has sent to me by WhatsApp his presentation. I will look at it. Abhinandan, I don't know. Yes, Rekha, I don't know. I'm putting Aryer for Rekha, Soundararajan, Darshna, Celeste, Anandi. I'll wait till 13th. Otherwise, I'll put Aryer. Bolo.
Yes, ma'am.
Jai Jinendra, everyone. Jai Jinendra, ma'am. My topic is the 16 empowered women in Jainism. So I have selected this topic because since childhood, I always wanted to know what is the role of women in Jainism. because of few things I have heard, positive and negatives. Also to bring out the to bring out the their qualities of balancing life, how they have balanced both their professional life. Even they were sometimes they used to guide to their husbands who were kings, and they were also very potential in all the 64 skills of women. So I have chosen this topic with the permission of ma'am. Thank you, ma'am, for giving me this topic, because when it comes to feminism, I'm thoda biased उस जगह पे. Then I also wanted to know कि कैसा उनका चरित्र रहा होगा, कि स्वयं परमात्मा महावीर ने उनका वर्णन अपनी देशना में किया, so that we are studying them today. Today's women actually should study this 16 Sati's life, not only this 16, the extended 64 also, and know that how they can be professional and personal, because today's women, mostly, I will not say everybody, but mostly they are running behind career to make their life. हम हमारा करेंगे, हमें दूसरों का क्यों देखना है. और ऐसा भी नहीं है कि उन सतियों के जीवन में वो सारी चीजें नहीं घटित हुई जो हमारे जीवन में या आज के काल में हो रही है, जैसे डोमिनेंस ऑफ मैन, वो लड़कियों के साथ जो कुकर्म होता है. बट इवन इन दीज हार्डशिप्स, उन सतियों ने कैसे खुद को खड़ा किया, कैसे खुद का सतीत्व बरकरार रखा. सती खाली उस स्त्री का स्वरूप नहीं है जिसने अपने सतीत्व को या अपने शील की रक्षा की. उस सती ने अपने जरूरत पड़ने पर कांटों भरे रास्ते पर अपने परिवार के साथ चली है. अपने पति ने अगर वो रानी है तो वो भिखारन बन के भी रही है. मतलब हर हार्डशिप को इक्वानिमिटी से देखा, और ना उसमें उसके साथ किसी के प्रति राग द्वेष भी नहीं किया. Obviously they were attached to their family members, but they didn't have, I've come across so many women, they were like, उनको मारा पीटा भी गया या उनके साथ इतना बुरा बिहेव हुआ, even then they were like, no, this is all my karma. So कर्मा थियरी हमेशा से उनके दिमाग में रही है. My dissertation has 4 chapters. First is overview, second introduction of Sati, third है उनकी लाइफ हिस्ट्री, पूरे 16 सती की लाइफ हिस्ट्री एक एक करके है, and then conclusion, what I think about it. That's it, ma'am.
हो गया योगिता?
Yes, ma'am.
योगिता, देखो मैं एक बात बोलूं, पहले तो आपके पास
Yes,
वो
ma'am.
जो कंटेंट है पूरा हिंदी में है, इंग्लिश में है नहीं
Yes.
कुछ भी,
Yes,
और अपनी
ma'am.
इंग्लिश स्किल्स भी ज्यादा अच्छी नहीं है. आई नो यू ऑल आर स्ट्रगलिंग. Whatever
Yes,
best
ma'am.
you can do, you do it. Okay? Yeah. टॉपिक इज गुड. 16 सती 64 सतियों के ऊपर बहुत एंगल से हम उसको देख सकते हैं, बहुत एंगल, सोशियोलॉजिकल, साइकोलॉजिकल, है ना, स्पिरिचुअल, फिलोसॉफिकल, बहुत एंगल से हम उसको देख सकते हैं. आप जितना देख सकते हो कर. ओके, सबका हो
Yes,
गया?
ma'am.
सबका हो गया?
आई थिंक मैम मुझे रेखा जी दिख रहे थे लेकिन अब नहीं दिख रहे. आई थिंक हो गया है.
अच्छा,
हाँ जी.
देखा, अगर मेरी बात सुन रहे हैं तो शी कैन
हाँ,
रेस्पॉन्ड.
नहीं है,
Otherwise-
मतलब वो कर चुके हैं, लीव कर चुके हैं.
ओके, चलो, that's it then for
Yes.
we'll sign off.
Yes. Thank you so
all.
much, ma'am.
I'm happy with all of you. You want the marks?
Yes, ma'am. मैम आई एम वेरी एक्साइटेड क्योंकि मैं मेरी दोहिती के साथ डिसर्टेशन की हूँ मैम.
मैम वन मोर थिंग मैम,
आपको दोहिती के लिए 5 मार्क दे दूं और आपको 70 मार्क्स दे दूं?
नहीं, वो आप जो भी दीजिए मैम, मेरे को आप पे पूरा फेथ है, मेरे को कोई नहीं है बस. बट मेरा भी स्ट्रगल था ना, इसलिए मुझे
Ma'am, can we request everyone to share their work, ma'am, in the group? Dissertation, soft copy. We can have a look, ma'am.
Everybody
Ma'am,
share the soft copies
yeah,
in the
yes, ma'am. Especially with your permission, I'll share, ma'am. They will know the names of the text and the contents, ma'am. With your
Google Drive
permission.
Google Drive
Huh,
में
please.
all of you share in PDF format.
Yeah, PDF format only, ma'am.
PDF format only.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ma'am, we'll share it in the main group, ma'am, or social group, ma'am.
See, nobody should use anybody else's property and publish it.
No.
Work.
Nobody should do this work.
No, ma'am.
Yes,
no, at least
nobody should do that. आप लोग review करिए, पढ़िए, समझिए, adopt करिए, अपने स्टाइल में अपना एक स्टाइल बनाइए, अपना पुरुषार्थ जगाइए, अपने उपयोग को शार्प करिए, है ना? अपने उपयोग के ऊपर विश्वास करिए. दूसरों के सहारे चलोगे तो व्यसन है, वो व्यसन है ना? चलो, Shrenikra, this is a very tentative list of marks. I've already checked your dissertations and given some marks. And based on your periodical discussions with me, your body language, your discipline, your this thing, and then your thesis में जो mistakes है, वो सबको रख करके I've given different marks. और उसका एक rough total मैं यहाँ पर डाल रही हूँ, fair total नहीं है ये. Okay. So looking at
fair totally बता देना एक बार.
या अलग अलग नहीं बताऊंगी, रफली बताऊंगी. ये मोटा मोटी मार्क्स है, सूक्ष्म रूप से मैं बाद में देखूंगी. मोटा मोटी ये मार्क्स है, ठीक है. श्रेणिक राजन, I'll give him 75 for the hard work. And I'll
ये ऑनलाइन रखूं, मतलब लाइव रखूं? ये जय भारत जय जिन शासन पे जा रहे हैं.
No issues.
Okay, okay.
No issues. Okay. 75 I'll give him for the topic he has chosen, for the hard work he has done, for the timely submission, and for the periodical interaction, and with the passion which he's delivered. I give him 75 marks. Sheetal, I give her 85. Okay, because the topic was so hard and she literally struggled with it, but whatever she could do, she has done. Smita, Shilpa, and Kaun is Sarita. They all get 65 each because it's incomplete and only 10 pages they have done. But yet, whatever they promised me, उसके बाद तो मैं marks दे नहीं सकती. अभी जो है मैं उतना ही दे पाऊँ. And when they came down for corrections, there were a lot of mistakes. And they have to do redo, refine करेंगे तो एक structure बाहर आएगा. That's why the marks are less. Rupa and Vipul, I give you 85 each. 85 each. Shashikala madam, 70. Anandi madam, I'll wait till 13th. Sapna, 75. Vipul, 85. Celeste, arrear. Yogita, as of now, arrear. Waiting till 13th. Reshma, there are...
Ma'am, is...
बोलो.
मैम, इसका जो भी वाइवा का
मार्क्स डाल दिया जाएगा. अच्छा, वाइवा का मार्क्स तो मैं इंडिविजुअली किसी का नहीं बता रही हूँ ना. वाइवा का मार्क्स तो मैं इंडिविजुअली नहीं बता रही हूँ. तो आपके वाइवा के लिए मैं 12 out of 20 दे पाऊंगी.
Yeah, ma'am. For us also, you can tell no, ma'am.
Anandi, I can give 15 out of 20. Yogita, I can give 12 or 13 out of 20.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So because you were struggling with the English or forcefully आप वो topic को बोल सकते थे. So initial hiccups are there. You have a long way to go. So I don't want to disappoint you.
Ma'am, I wasn't prepared.
Obvious था वो बहुत.
Ma'am, they didn't wanted to do आज मैं आपको आपके सामने बैठ के कर रहा हूँ. सोचा था करूँगी, but then I thought कर लेते हैं.
आपकी चिंता मत करो. आप एकदम 16 सती के ऊपर एक बुक लिख के दे दो ना, मैं आपको 99 out of 100 दे देती हूँ. आप भले 6 महीने बाद दो, 5 महीने बाद दो, ठीक है. And I'm always there for you. You can come to me anytime. जिनका भी dissertation नहीं हुआ है, जैसे Celeste है, योगिता है, आनंदी मैडम, they can come to me after 22nd of May. I can sit with you, I can guide you, whatever.
Yes, ma'am. Okay. Thank you.
Chalo, next, Reshma, there are problems with her work. Even though I can see the hard work, 100 pages she's done, but still I can give her only 85. Okay. Rekha, as of now, arrear. Anita, 70. Komal, arrear. Shilpa, I've told. Sarita, I've told. Bharat sir will get only 60. Abhinandan, if he makes his presentation, he will get 80. Otherwise, he'll get only 75 or 70 marks. Even though he was the first one and a very nice work he submitted, I cannot give him more than that. If he submits, fine. Ritu, I'll wait for her marks. Robin, I'll give you 80 marks. Suril, somewhere between 75 and 80. Somewhere for your quickly thing, I'll give you 2 marks extra. Soundararajan arrear. Pragati, I have to look at her work and give her between 80 and 85. Preeti, I cannot give you more than 65. If you want more, then you have to submit a fair thesis on 13th. I'll wait till then. Darshna, I think she'll take it up only in October, November. She has a few papers also, arrears, Rekha and Darshna. And anybody else having arrears? I don't think so. I think Soundarajan also has arrears. Okay. Now Ritu gets the highest marks, 90.
Thank you, ma'am. Oh my God. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, Rajal ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, Rajal ma'am, thank you.
All of pass MA with flying colors, and everything else I'll post on 13th. Not I'll post on.
Ma'am,
This ethical paper marks, no? Ethical paper marks?
Ada 15th aniki podrema.
Okay, ma'am.
13th podre, Ilana 15th pod.
Ma'am,
Ma'am, when will you be in a position to do the editing side? Because I want this book to be published before the next sem starts, probably by July.
I will be free only from June 1st.
Fine enough. Fine enough, ma'am. We'll disturb you in June only. We'll share the rectification from our end in PDF, and as you suggested, and then we will work on it in June.
Yeah. So I will look at your work after June 1st week. I have 3 theses to correct. Three theses I have to correct.
No issues, ma'am. Please take care.
Of your work.
Not an issue, ma'am. Rupa will take some few minutes of yours in a day or two whenever you are there in Chennai.
Or maybe after June 15th. Maybe after June 15th. Because May 15th I'm traveling, and June 15th ke baad hi I will take it up. So you have one window.
आप जो travel करने जा रहे हो कब आओगे वापस?
Okay, and I request all of you to remove the first chapter. Need for the study, statement of the problem, everything. The nucleus part ko publish it as an article in Jinwani Journal, Shraman Journal. There are so many journals. है ना? A series of episodes, 5 pages, 10 pages. I think I've sent a PDF of Jinwani in which one of my articles was published. Myself and Namrata had co-authored. So वैसे आप जिनवाणी में भी भेज सकते हो. Dr. Dharamchand Jain is the editor. श्रमण पत्रिका है, ISJS का जर्नल है. ऐसे बहुत सारे journals है. But people charge you and they publish. Don't go to such people. Vitvat Varta वगैरह वगैरह there are journals. Anandi madam முக்குடையில 48 issues ல நீங்க 48 गाथा பத்தி நீங்க கொண்டு வாங்க வெளியில.
Okay ma'am. Okay ma'am.
Shashikala madam.
சொல்லுங்க மேம்.
உங்க ஒரு ஆர்டிகல் முக்குடையில வரணும்.
பண்றேன் மேம், நிச்சயமா. அப்புறம் மேம் இந்த ISJS can I, if you correct and give, can we post this? No.
They won't take it if it is without the references for English, not properly structured, they will not take it.
Okay ma'am.
You go and read the ISJS journal every month.
Okay. Yeah, I gone through some few. I will see that.
So you go through many articles.
ஆமா, பாக்குறேன்.
And then you bring it your article in that shape.
Okay ma'am. சரி.
Only then they will publish, otherwise they won't publish.
சரி ma'am.
Times of India regularly they are bringing out Tirukural, one Kural feature.
Yeah, by Mrs. Bharati Bhaskar ma'am, she is giving that one.
So நல்லா எழுதுறாங்க பாருங்க.
Different angle she is writing.
எடுக்க மாட்டாங்கம்மா.
மேம் அது வந்து அவங்களோட வியூல எழுதுறாங்க, பட் இட் இஸ் நாட் கோரிலேட்டிங் வித் த வியூ ஆஃப் த ஆத்தர், ஐ பிலீவ் மேம். அவளோட
I'm not talking about the viewpoint. I'm talking about the English.
Okay. English, yeah, correct.
About the approach.
Yeah, yes, that is correct. Yes.
நீங்க நம்ம வியூ பாயிண்ட்ல போடுங்களேன். அவங்க வியூ பாயிண்ட்ல குறை காட்டுறதோட
நான் குறை சொல்லல. She is writing her view. It is not according to the this author அப்படின்ற அந்த வியூல தான் சொல்றேன். I am not finding fault.
No. It is faulty. I know that. But what is good in that, pick it up. What is faulty, leave it.
என்னவோ எனக்கு அது தப்பா இருக்கிறது வந்து படிக்கிறதுக்கு I don't like, ma'am. It is wrongly viewed. அவங்க they are putting their views in போது I'm not interested in reading that one. Sorry.
No. We have Anekanta Drishti, no?
Yes, that is there. Yes.
That's all. You correct.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. It is a great learning experience doing this dissertation. Really.
More than Ragdvesh, let us have a learning approach.
Yes, learning approach, correct.
Okay, thank you all. I have to sign off. Bye.
Ma'am, please bless my granddaughter, ma'am. 1 minute. I will show her.
Why is she crying? She doesn't like the genealogy class.
No.
Other ma'am.
Sheetal, naane ona kekkanum nenacha. I wanted to ask her to.
Sheetal, what's her baby's name, Sheetal?
It will be Tia or Tiana.
Oh, Tiana. What's the mean? Okay, Tia.
Same
Tiana.
letter is coming for Komal's baby also.
Yeah, Tia means God's gift.
Oh, very nice. Very cute.
Thank you, Priya ma'am. Thank you so much.
दिखाओ ना
Miss you
उनका
all.
फेस दिखाओ और प्रिया मैम की ब्लेसिंग दो उनको. Yes, ma'am.
How's your daughter? Daughter कर रही हूँ. कहाँ है daughter?
शीतल दी मैम पूछ रहे हैं आपकी बेटी कहाँ है?
मेरी बेटी का वो मालिश हो रहा है, वो उस रूम में है, तो मैं इसको लेके बैठी हुई हूँ.
Okay.
मुझे सुनाई नहीं आ रहा, ईयरफोन भी नहीं है इसके लिए. मुझे मैम से
आ रही है.
हाँ मैम.
कलम आ रही है.
हाँ मैम आ रही है, बहुत अच्छी है, बहुत ही अच्छी है, कोऑपरेट कर रही है.
उसके पास बहुत सारे नुस्खे हैं, सर्दी, गर्मी, बुखार, जुकाम, सब लिख लेना.
यस मैम, अच्छी है, बहुत अच्छी है.
तबीयत के लिए कौन सा कीर है, एवरीथिंग शी टेल वेरी नाइसली. ओके चलो, थैंक यू ऑल, सी यू.
मैम आपको सीधा अभी वो डिसर्टेशन का प्रिंट आउट लेके आके दे दे सॉफ्ट